spot for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
This is the most important situation in the world right now, as one of the largest central banks just went all in. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. So listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get internet, security, and voice for just $40 per month for 12 months when you add mobile. Plus, get free installation and ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 11/6/2022. Restrictions apply. Requires Eagle Bill and AutoPay. New Comcast Business 250 megabit per second internet. Security Edge and one voice line customers only. 2-year agreement required. Equipment taxes and other fees and subject to change. Must add mobile 90 days from internet install and keep all services for mobile discount. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 1H 2022. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
On the Happiness Formula podcast, Dr. Barry Schwartz, best-selling author of The Paradox of Choice and Why We Work, helps you tackle life's biggest decisions. Join the eminent psychologist as he combines vivid case examples with psychological insights to deliver vital takeaways you can use every day.
We should be asking how we can make good lives better, how we can move people from okay to really happy.
Listen to The Happiness Formula on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
People don't understand how I do what I do. It's simple. I've got 50 guys in a room bidding all these cars that come into GiveMeTheVin.com. We pay extra for the nice ones, and we put the bad ones on the money. There is a difference between a good one and a bad one, but they're all worth something. Look at the reviews online. Look at what people have had to say about GiveMeTheVin.com. It's real. It's here. We're the Amazon now of car buyers, and we want to buy yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Sadly, we see lawyers bragging about a settlement that should have gone to trial and would have if we'd been the lawyers. A case settled for $100,000 may well have been worth $1 million at trial. To get a fair settlement, it helps if your firm has a reputation for going to trial and getting justice. Go to forthepeople.com and look at our recent verdicts in court. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Have you heard about International Diamond Center's 110% diamond upgrade guarantee? It's just another exclusive IDC promise to you. It works like this. When you buy any diamond at IDC and keep it for at least 1 year, we'll give you back 110% of your original purchase when you decide to upgrade to a larger stone. For example, you buy a diamond today for $5,000. When it's time to upgrade, IDC will give you $5,500 toward the new diamond. That's guaranteed 10% appreciation when you trade up. Think about it. IDC will give you more than you paid us for that first diamond. This is for any engagement ring center stone as well as all diamond solitaire pendants and all diamond stud earrings. And it applies regardless of whether your original diamond cost $3,000 or $30,000. It's IDC's 110% diamond upgrade commitment with no fine print and no minimum purchase requirement. Just another example of how we stand behind everything we sell. International Diamond Center. Get directions and store hours at shopidc.com.
You wash your hands and brush your teeth, but what about your nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, dirt, and germs, and it's why nose cleaning is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they also find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Nearly 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying things like, best product I've ever used, and amazing, I love my Navage. That's because Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Here's the key point. Navage is good personal hygiene, and it's going to help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, Target, and online. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Cash Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GOLD for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GOLD for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GOLD for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
For the most part, we're looking good. 95 accident-free. Had one on the eastbound side of Hypoluxo Road, just east of 95. That was earlier. Looks like that's getting cleared away. A crash 95 near Jupiter, Indiantown Road. That has been cleared away as well. We still have East Riverside Drive in Jupiter shut down for track work between Old Dixie and Cypress. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Chucky.
A new season is coming, and with it, major delays being reported due to another killer doll with a shady plan. Just how many Chuckies are there? Chucky rises again, and this time he wants to take over the world and our freeways. Chucky Season 2 premieres October 5th, only on USA and Sci-Fi.
WZZR, West Palm Beach. Real Radio 92.1. Real talk for the Palm Beaches. An iHeart radio station.
Today is National Taco Day.
I like tacos.
Tacos, hot tacos here.
This beloved and delicious food is honored each year on October 4th.
Soft or hard shell, flour or corn.
I got tacos, hard tacos. I got soft tacos.
Oh, I love tacos on a corn tortilla.
Today is National Taco Day.
Today is National Taco Day.
I brought tacos. We're celebrating National Taco Day.
So, tacos? Who wants tacos? I'm buying.
It's showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse.
Yes.
Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor. Got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Welcome to The Penthouse on Real Radio 921. Hope you guys had a good evening and ready for a Taco Tuesday like we just heard. Remember that. We got some Zach Brown tickets we're giving away today at 11:45, and that's going to be this Sunday at I Think Financial. Great tickets, great concert, great time. That's going to be at 11:45. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hello, good morning, Jimmy. Good morning, G-Man, and good morning to you.
Any relation to Matt Brown, Zach Brown?
I don't think so. I don't. But you never know.
Never know. We have a...
Do one of those, what is it? The 30-something in me? What is it? 33 in me? 30,
yeah. That sounds right. Yeah, find out your family tree.
Yes, I've always wanted to do one of those.
We have a guy who calls the Greeks on every Friday, and the only reason I remember his name because his name is Matt Brown.
That was the only name he remembers.
Is that true?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
There are a lot of Matt Browns out there.
But I do. I always remember his name.
We got Rob Bemo, and who else? Drew Marianian. Yeah. But he remembers Matt Brown.
Matt Brown. It's very easy.
Yeah. They got a couple other guys.
That's why Matt changed his name on Facebook to Mateo Brown, so he'd stand out a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, he's Mateo now?
Oh, yeah. He's on Facebook. He's Mateo.
Oh, when did he change
When
his?
we got back from Italy a few years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that on his license?
He was feeling very Italian, so he changed it to Mateo.
Oh, that's cool. You could have the
His name
Italian
is
face.
Matthew. It is Matthew Brown, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Every time he calls, I always think, like, is your husband going to get on the phone? Because your husband's a big sports fan. And this guy calls us on Fridays. I'm like, Matt Brown, all right. Yeah, easy to remember, a name to remember.
First He's feeling Italian. You shouldn't have put a vowel at the end of his last name.
Yeah, or changed it to, what's Brown Maroon
Yes, I think so.
in Italian?
Mm-hmm. That's close enough. I mean, I can get how far can I get us around Italy? Probably about 3 blocks.
That's it? I mean, I can get us around Italy. I'm just trying to figure out how to say brown in Italian.
How about America? How far can you
Yeah.
get us in America?
Let's work on
10
that
feet.
first.
With English.
10 feet.
Let's work on that first.
I'm lost in Boca. Yeah, you can't get us around Boca. You feel weird going to a strange country? I don't know. I'm here every day. Sort of make it out and do what I have to do. Hope you guys had a good night. Monday Night Football last night. A little action Monday Night Football. There was a fan who ran onto the field. Jimmy's got some audio. And it was one of the highlights of the evening.
Yeah. Well, actually, you want to set this up a little bit because there was Bobby
Wagner
with the Rams. Apparently, he had enough of the mess that was going on the field, so he took the dude out. And this is they talked to him after the game, and this is what he had to say about it.
I just saw somebody running on the field, and he looked like he wasn't supposed to be on the field. So I saw security was having a little problem, so I helped him out.
Yes, you did.
So I helped him out.
I love that.
Yeah.
And he also had a smoke bomb.
And
Yes, I saw it was like a pink smoke bomb.
I thought it was
breast,
agenda.
I thought, okay, because I was like, well, maybe it's for October's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so maybe that guy was, even though the stunt, you're not supposed to do it. I thought it was pink, but I don't know.
It was for animals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. Did a demonstration for that. But Bobby Wagner crushed him.
Yeah.
And he should have hit the 49ers that hard, actually.
And you know what? I mean, he crushed him because, of course, a dude that big hitting a dude that small.
Yeah.
And he's got equipment on.
Is going to, it's going to look that bad. But, I mean, it could have been worse.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it could have been much worse. He just kind of put his shoulder into it.
Years ago, there was a gentleman, I told you, if you want to YouTube it, called Mike Curtis for the Colts. And it was a famous situation. The guy ran on the field with a flag, and you should see what Mike Curtis did. Number 32 for the Colts in the 70s. Crushed them. And again, they never showed it. You know what I mean?
Right,
they never took. I was watching a Manning thing last night, and that's where I saw it. But
they did a play-by-play. I'm actually going to put that up for you. But why do they call them streakers?
He had clothes on.
I know, and a lot of time when you see this, when they run on the field, you always hear streaker on the field. When I hear streaker,
I think naked.
I think naked.
Yeah.
Well, that's the definition of it, is
That's
it?
what I thought. Or is it just running on a field?
Look, Ethel.
Yeah, you always hear streaker.
Yeah,
I always think the same thing.
Streaker on field, streaker on field. I'm like, and then I have Google hoping to see a naked guy, and he's not naked.
No, he had a T-shirt on.
What a letdown.
Let
me tell you.
God,
Let's see what the
kidding
guy
me?
was packing.
Yeah. I don't know if he wants to run on a field with all those guys, and he got crushed. When he got hit, probably was like, what the hell just happened?
What was that?
Oh, yeah.
What zip code am I in now?
Yeah. Remember that guy did the same thing similar a couple years ago in a Super Bowl for a .com.
Yeah.
Remember he did that in the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
And
It was a Miami dude.
Yeah, and he ran pretty far. The cops got him, but no player. But a player hits you, you're getting knocked out.
You kidding me? I don't even know why you would want to do that. I mean, even if you get your message out there, you're going to get annihilated.
Oh, yeah.
They just, I mean, that's like they love that. You know, I mean, they don't want to say it because they don't want to encourage it, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But players that get to have a hit like that, or the
cops,
or the security people, they get to go out there and tackle that dude.
Oh yeah, you know that
they like that. You kidding me?
They're gonna nail the guy so hard.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's definitely
watch this one.
Oh yeah, and Bobby Wagner's a big dude, all pro linebacker. That guy's lucky he got up.
It was a couple guys, right? A couple guys took him down.
Yeah, there was Bobby Wagner and another guy,
Yeah.
but he was the one who really hit him first and knocked him right out. And then you saw the smoke bomb and all that. And the Mannings were giving a little play-by-play about it. Again, they were on again last night. People just loved those guys, and they had big stars again. They had Steph Curry on there, and he was there talking about different things. But yeah, the Mannings. It seems like Troy Aikman and Joe Buck are getting paid for nothing, especially when the Mannings are on. But yeah, that's all everybody wants to see. It is the Penthouse. It is a Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. So maybe go out and get a taco and enjoy yourself.
Taco Tuesday and National Taco Day. It happened to fall on a Taco Tuesday.
You think that was planned or no?
It's October 4th every year.
Oh, okay.
So today was just one of those days that it happened to fall on Taco
Was it planned?
Tuesday. No, we just made that up.
Santa came. It's Christmas. Was that planned?
Is Santa coming on Christmas? I mean, that's unbelievable. We're going to come back. We're also going to bring up the Ice Bucket Challenge. Do you remember it? And did you do it? It is the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
There's very few cases where your name becomes something good.
Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, yeah, Pee Wee Herman, you're not good. Talk about a turnaround, man. You got to wait.
I think, okay, yeah, I've masturbated in public and didn't get caught. That sucks that it happened to Pee Wee Herman.
What was that? Wait, what?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
The can't-miss music event of the year is coming to the CW.
The 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars in all of music.
Ladies and gentlemen,
what's up, Vegas?
Make some noise! I don't know if y'all ready for this.
All hosted by Ryan Seacrest from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Don't miss our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
This Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. on the CW.
At IDC, you're going to see more diamonds and diamond jewelry than you ever imagined in one place at prices you never thought possible.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire.
Nobody's ever accused me of not having enough diamonds. I got over 50,000 diamonds in stock, all shapes, all sizes, all price points.
We're talking 30 times the selection of ordinary jewelry stores, all at rock bottom, no middleman prices, right?
We refuse to be beat on any diamond, any price, anywhere, period.
And relax. At IDC, there's no pressure, no commission salespeople, no pricing games. In fact, we'll show you the inside secrets of the diamond industry and teach you how to maximize value.
At IDC, you get to buy like a dealer buys.
All this plus a free lifetime warranty on any purchase, a 110% diamond upgrade guarantee, and over 4,000 designer rings you won't find anywhere else.
We are the 800-pound gorilla, and you'll see the difference the minute you walk in the store.
International Diamond Center.
If you're in the market to buy a diamond and you don't come to IDC, you are nuts.
US 1 and PSL Boulevard.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
As America's largest injury firm, we have advantages few others do. Our results and reputation are well known to the other side, and we have a track record of going toe-to-toe with them and winning big. But what does that mean for you? What does that mean for your case? I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. One of the things we're most proud about is that we set up our firm so that your case gets lots of attention from a lot of people. Our technology and army of lawyers give us insight and oversight into every detail and every moment of your case. Paralegals, legal assistants, investigators, buildings with boxes of evidence. Every resource carefully designed to get you the most possible. And at Morgan & Morgan, we even have a dedicated team to make sure that your calls are returned that very same day. Injured? Dial pound law. That's pound 529. All law firms are not the same. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Injured? Visit ForThePeople.com for an office near you.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out.
My drinking had become a problem. Too many nights waking up at 3 a.m., sweating, head pounding, self-loathing, and anxiety hitting me hard. Thinking, how did I do this again? What's wrong with me? Why can't I stop?
If you're finally ready to stop drinking completely or just want to drink less, naltrexone could help you. Naltrexone is an FDA-approved medication that reduces cravings and pleasure from drinking, making it easier to drink less or quit alcohol altogether. And you can see improvement almost immediately. Whether your challenges with alcohol are mild, moderate, or severe, or health makes it simple to get started with treatment, just text GLASS to 323232 to get a secure link to our private online assessment. One of our licensed medical professionals will evaluate your assessment, and if medication is right for you, prescribe it directly online. We'll deliver your prescription right to your front door. No doctor's office visits required. You really can stop drinking or just drink less. Text GLASS to 323232 to get started today. Text the word GLASS to 323232. Text GLASS to 323232.
Looking for a reputable HVAC service provider? 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating of Pompano Beach provides a high level of service and value to our clients. To learn more, visit onehourairpompano.com or call 855-1HOUR.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
At EasyCater, food for work is our thing. Maybe that's why we get orders from 93% of Fortune 500 companies. So what's up with the other 7%?
Everyone, meet our newest employee, Susan. She has an idea that is going to revolutionize our food ordering.
Hi, Susan. So nice to meet you.
Unfortunately, she just gave her notice, and today is her last day.
I'm gonna miss her. Why don't all companies order through EasyCater? Who knows? Order 24/7 from over 95,000 restaurants on EasyCater.com. EasyCater, food for work. That's our thing.
From the very beginning, and every workday since, at every shift and every individual effort, we carry a common purpose, a common cause. It's a duty we proudly honor, knowing behind every product we build is your faith in us, dedicated to the craft of gun making, dedicated to your freedom, equality, security, and the promise of this great country. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. Learn more at smith-wesson.com.
Hayes the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
Are you committed to safety and have great customer service skills? Palm Tran is hiring. We're recruiting for bus operators, mechanics, and many other positions. Attend the Palm Tran Job Fair on Friday, October 7th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or Saturday, October 8th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll be making conditional offers on the spot. It's happening at Palm Tran's headquarters at 100 North Congress Avenue in Delray Beach. Again, join us October 7th or 8th. Go to palmtran.org for more information.
Did you know that testosterone plays a key role in muscle mass, sex drive, mood, quality of life, and your thinking ability? And if any of those things are lacking in your life, then it's time you got in touch with my friends over at Begin Anew Med Spa. Hey, this is Franny, and when most men hear med spa, you automatically think, oh, that's a woman thing. Well, you couldn't be more wrong. It is an everyone thing. Check them out and set up a consultation online at beginanewmed.com. You can check out your testosterone, talk about whether testosterone replacement therapy is right for you. And while you're at that consult, inquire about their array of services. Laser hair and tattoo removal, body contouring, facials, IV therapy, they have it all. So far, I've had Botox, filler, and the game-changing Morpheus 8 treatment, which has smoothed out and tightened the texture and appearance on my face. All three of those non-invasive procedures have me looking great on the outside, and their optimal wellness and the peptides I am on have me feeling .com.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Good morning, everybody. You can get involved with the show many ways. You can call us at 877-927-6969. Text us at Real Radio 47142. Real Radio 47142. Or you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Speaking of Jimmy, good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hello, good morning.
And there was a challenge that was done a couple years ago. I know it raised a ton of money.
8 years ago. Isn't that crazy? Yes.
Wow.
2014 is when that was trending. It was a viral trend, but it was for a good cause.
That's a long time
and
ago.
a lot of people didn't realize it, and they were just doing it just for fun.
Yeah.
But it was that ice bucket challenge. And it looks like the FDA just recently approved an ALS drug, and this is what it was for. Was an ALS drug, and they say that the study was partly funded by this ice bucket challenge. So there's a new treatment for ALS, and it's been approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, and they just announced it. It's a Relvrio developed by Amylyx Pharmaceuticals. So it's going to be an oral medication that works as a standalone therapy or when added to other treatments. And this is pretty cool to see that something that was kind of silly but for a good cause actually did some good. And I bet you a lot of people forgot about that ice bucket challenge and what exactly it was for.
And it's good to hear, too, when there's challenges or different things, donations, because I think that what I remember reading this morning, I think it raised like $115 million. So at least you know that the money went to the right place. Because a lot of times when people do things, they always ask. Even right now with the hurricanes, people say, oh, did it get to the right place? Did the right people get it? Are we making a difference? Are we making, a change? And this, obviously, it worked.
Yeah, and speaking of Hurricane Ian, I know, Jimmy, that you have some information on I Heart Cares and the Salvation Army of Palm Beach have partnered up together.
Yeah, well, if you want to help make a difference like they did for the ALS Challenge and the Ice Bucket Challenge there, Real Radio and iHeart wants to help with the I Heart Cares relief effort, and we've partnered with the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County, who has been actively involved in relief efforts on the West Coast. If you feel compelled and you want to help donate some dollars, head on over to realradio921.com/Ian is a quick way that you can kind of help them out with a couple of bucks and see if we can help our partners across the way there and on the West Coast. I'll tell you what, the more and more we see these videos coming out, and I got a story about a guy that held on to his couch for hours in order to save his life.
I read about that.
And we just keep seeing more and more of these stories coming out. And, it breaks your heart. So if you got a couple bucks, anything, $2, $5, anything that you can help the people out with, go to realradio921.com/Ian. It's a quick way that you can donate a couple of bucks to help some people.
Absolutely. And the Salvation Army, they do great work. I know also if you want to, you can donate the redcross.org. They're very legitimate organization, but I was looking because and get all that information, and we make it super easy. It's right on the homepage at Real Radio 921. But G-Man, you talk about it. I just cleaned out my closet. I've just done and a lot of people don't realize that that's stuff that they could use. And I have 2 giant bags, and I looked at my husband. I was like, let's find an organization that we know is going to bring it over.
That's great.
We had somebody reach out to my mother-in-law who personally lives over there, and she said, like, we need anything. All of our home is gone. I mean, with the flooding, we need clothes.
Anything.
We need anything. So even if maybe you can't do anything financially right now, look around your house. See what you don't need. If you have clothes, you can donate. There's something you can do.
Yep. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Whatever you guys can do, it makes a difference. We'll come back with a trifecta, this day in history, and a lot more on the Penthouse. Peace.
Because you shouldn't have to get up off the couch. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. It'll be comfortable out there for us, too. Humidity isn't too high. Temperatures are in the low to mid 80s. Might get a few showers late into the day and overnight as a weak front moves in. We're in the low to mid 80s for the remainder of the week.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Who doesn't love to hear good stories? Stories that captivate your heart. Stories that make you laugh. Or perhaps stories that set the record straight. That's what we do at Red Pilled America. We tell stories. Join us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Strike Cigar Lounge.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just 1 dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get internet, security, and voice for just $40 per month for 12 months when you add mobile. Plus, get free installation and ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 11/6/2022. Restrictions apply. Requires Eagle Bill and autopay. New Comcast Business 250 megabit per second internet. Security edge and one voice line customers only. 2-year agreement required. Equipment taxes and other fees and subject to change. Must add mobile 90 days from internet install and keep all services for mobile discount. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 1H 2022. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
At GiveMeTheVIN.com, we pride ourselves in being America's best car buyer, bringing top dollar for your car with an online process that's fast and easy. But you might not know that we've got a special interest in buying your truck. Luxury haulers, workhorse diesels, or just your favorite pickup truck. We've specialized in putting the right money on your truck longer than anybody. Truck on over to GiveMeTheVIN.com today and get your check on the spot from America's best car and truck buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
During times of adversity, during times of tragedy, for over 100 years, the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County has been doing the most good in our community. And that includes the Salvation Army extending immediate relief efforts to the impacted areas in the Gulf Coast of Florida into Central Florida, those hardest hit by Hurricane Ian. They are serving thousands of meals right now, providing assistance to so many Floridians in need. It's what they do. And it's why everything you do with the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County makes a difference right here in our community and across our state as well. If you would like to donate or for more information, SalvationArmyPalmBeachCounty.org. SalvationArmyPalmBeachCounty.org. Can also donate items or visit any one of their stores. It all makes a difference. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GOLD for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GOLD for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GOLD for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
Wendy's new homestyle French toast sticks are so good, some are saying they're better than their mom's French toast. Perfectly crispy on the outside, perfectly fluffy on the inside, perfectly perfect in every way. Try Wendy's new homestyle French toast sticks today and see if they're better than your mom's.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Some slowdowns just off 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. This is eastbound heading towards the interstate in West Palm, so just a heads up for that. 95 itself, we're not seeing any big tie-ups right now. 15 minutes southern to PGA. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
This is the most important situation in the world right now, as one of the largest central banks just went all in. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. So listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
John Mellencamp returns to the road, and iHeartRadio is getting you there. We'll fly you and a guest to the tour date of your choice and set you up with VIP tickets to the show. Plus, slap a backstage pass on your jean jacket so you can meet John. And you'll walk away with a sheet of handwritten lyrics to one of his legendary tunes. Prize provided by AEG. Enter for your chance to win now at iHeartRadio.com/John Mellencamp. This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Texas and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Don't forget it, baby. It is National Taco Day. So go out and have a taco. And if you have some places that give good tacos that you love, let us know. Anywhere around, or maybe it could even be a different state you want someplace, let us know. We've done this before with cheeseburgers and pizza and different items, but let us know about tacos today. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Good morning.
It is time for a trifecta in this day in history.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Miami Dolphins released a statement yesterday afternoon about 3:30 that Tua is out for Sunday's game up in New York against the Jets. No timetable on when he will return. A lot of speculation, but again, it's not a shoulder, a knee, or an elbow. It's obviously it's a head injury, and they're going to wait to see when they think he'll come back. Tua says he's coming back, but there's no timetable. Maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3. I thought there was a chance he might play against the Jets, but he's going to definitely be out on this Sunday. So it would be Teddy Bridgewater as the starting quarterback.
They confirmed that he was concussed?
Well, they just said
they
said it's a head injury, and he's in concussion protocol.
Okay.
So, I think they dance around a lot of this right now because of what happened.
Well, they're dancing hard.
Yeah. They're
Dancing, firing people.
Yeah. And I also think maybe the guy who got fired might have been an scapegoat. Some people are saying like something had to be done. But I don't know. Again, you're only going to get what they want you to know, obviously, because there was some mistakes made. But the biggest thing is that he's okay in his health. He says he's okay. I'm sure there's a part of him wants to play Sunday. He's a competitor, but I think it's a smart decision to keep him out.
Yes.
Mr. Judge, Yankees won last night 3-1 in Texas, but no home run again. So he's got 3 games left. The pressure is on. I'm starting to believe that he might just end up on 61, tied with Roger Maris. But he's got 3 more at-bats, so maybe another 12, 13 chances, pending on if the Yankees score some runs. And the 49ers did beat the Rams last night. 49ers were favored by 2. Thank you, DraftKings. And no surprise, they beat the Rams 6. That's the 6th time in a row they've beaten the champs. Power ratings came out in the NFL, and the Eagles are number 1, and Jimmy's Buffalo Bills are number 2.
Woo-woo. Baseball news. Marlins beat the Braves.
Shocked.
I know.
They had to put the champagne on ice.
Jeez. But the Braves, in all fairness, did not get into Miami till like 3 a.m, so they were probably just tuckered out.
Oh, that was a good thing to know if you bet.
They'll come back.
Yeah, that is. I used to know somebody used to be at all the airports and would tell you when the planes came in for the sports teams.
And I got that from my sister because she's a diehard Braves fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. And that is your trifecta. Now Jimmy's got this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, today's time warp is going to go back to 67 years ago today, 1955. Speaking of baseball, the Brooklyn Dodgers beat the New York Yankees in Game 7, which gave Jackie Robinson his only World Series win. 65 years ago today, 1957, the space age officially began as the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the first man-made satellite, into orbit. 65 years ago today, 1957, Leave It to Beaver premiered on CBS. 52 years ago today, 1970, a tragedy. Janis Joplin was found passed away of an apparent heroin overdose in a room at the Landmark Hotel in Hollywood. She was only 27. And is that where the 27 Club started?
Yes.
Was it with her?
I think her, Jim Morrison.
Well, there's many others. Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, yes, as you say, Greek.
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain, Brian Jones, Rolling Stones, Grateful Dead keyboardist Ron Pigpen McCarran, Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse is who I was thinking. Probably the most recent.
I think Brian Jones might have been the first from the Stones, and I could be off. Yeah, I think he was early 60s. And she was 67?
Yeah.
Yeah.
47 years ago today, 1975, speaking of music, Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here hit number 1 on the album charts. 32 years ago today, in 1990, Beverly Hills 90210 premiered on Fox. The original ran for 10 seasons, and the show got a remake in 2008. Rest in peace, Luke Perry. By the way, one of What do you call that when it's you kind of confess to doing watching a show that
Guilty
you really
pleasure?
shouldn't,
Yeah.
a guilty pleasure or something like that?
Was it
one,
90210?
yeah, that was one of the ones that I watched. Yeah, I don't know why. Probably because of Shannon Doherty. Maybe. Could be. 26 years ago today, 1996, That Thing You Do was released, written by and directed by starring Tom Hanks. 17 years ago today, in 2005, Nickelback released their fifth album, All the Right Reasons, featuring Photograph and Far Away. And finally, 9 years ago today, in 2013, Miley Cyrus released her Bangzer album, which featured Wrecking Ball. Yeah, that was a beauty, huh?
What year is that?
That was in 2013, believe it or not, 9 years ago since that came out.
Yeah,
Came in like a wrecking ball.
Time flies.
Now, who was she married to?
She's not married.
No, but wasn't she married to one of the big stars in Hollywood?
She was with one of the Hemsworths, but
That's
not
right.
the biggest of the Like Chris Hemsworth she was with Liam Hemsworth.
Oh, okay.
Who I believe was in the Hunger Game movies.
Okay. And the other one's in the Marvel movies, or am I mistaken?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Chris is.
He's Thor.
Yeah.
And a stud.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, he's always the one
you
that
already got a good one. Leave my Thor alone.
He's always got the workouts. Like you always see him do the Chris Hemsworth workout because he's a beast.
Yeah.
And he has the thing. If you follow him on Instagram, he has these little workout videos and stuff that he does, and it's insane. He's even off of when he's doing Thor or not, he stays in that shape because some people they bounce around a bit with their body when it comes to it.
Sure. And she, that was, I mean, when you said the challenge was in 2014, I couldn't believe that, the Ice Bucket Challenge. That was 8 years ago.
Yep, time.
That blew me away.
I know.
That it's been that long.
It is crazy. So I don't know what happened in their situation, Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. Maybe it was a cheating scandal. Who knows? I'm just trying to segue here.
I think it was her.
You think Franny was cheating because she is gawking over Chris Hemsworth?
Yes, is that considered cheating that I called him a stud? That I called him a stud? Is that?
I think it is.
Oh, really? Well, then I guess I'm a cheater.
Well, some of these ones coming up, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, are they? Aren't they? So
there's a lot of them, and broke them down. I know you saw the same thing to 15, and it tries to see if you go with the mix of people when we do this. And this was something that was on BuzzFeed, and they ask, and they give you certain situations and to see where you stand with other people. So is it considered cheating or not? So we can't go through all 41, so we'll break it down with the 15 that are here and see how we fall with everybody else, at least at the moment this was taken. Yes. So these are, I know. So these are thousands of people who took this online poll, and they were asked if different things count as cheating or not. And here's what they said. So we'll ask you, G, and Jimmy, and myself, does kissing someone on the cheek count as cheating?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
All right, so we got a clean sweep first one.
So only 7% when this quiz was taken at the time say yes.
Oh,
but there was actually 7% of people that thought that kissing somebody
Yeah.
on the cheek is considered cheating.
Is considered cheating, right? It's crazy. 73% think kissing on the lips is definitely cheating. And then 3% even think it's cheating when two actors have to kiss.
That's pretty wild.
You're
Isn't
getting
that
paid.
funny?
It's your job.
Yes. Now, it depends on the kiss on the lips. Sometimes I kiss some of my family members on the lips. Sometimes I kiss some of my friends on the lips. I don't consider it cheating. I think different cultures are different. Just do things differently.
But I don't think they think that. I think they would say the opposite sex, not family. You can't be family, can't be cheating.
Well, I understand, but I even said my friends, too.
Yeah.
And it says
It's your
73%. Scrolling through Tinder when you're bored, but not messaging anyone, is that cheating?
I can't answer that. I've never been on social media dating.
But
I
you're going
understand.
through let's just say,
No.
put yourself going through a dating website. I don't know why you're scrolling through Tinder.
No, that's
why
different.
are you on Tinder? You have to have an account to be on Tinder.
So are we at the point now where Tinder is a dating app and not a hookup app?
I think
Because
it's
at one time,
yes, I think it's
So-
it's both. It is. It's both. You can utilize it for either or, but I don't consider it cheating necessarily, but I do consider it suspicious, shady behavior. Why are you scrolling?
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
It's not actually cheating to me, but
Mhm.
but you got to wonder. Well, if you're on there,
Yep.
why do you have that app?
There's definitely a fight happening when I find
there could be reasons. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe for I don't know what that could possibly
show
be.
prep. It's show prep.
Well, I did it. I had
I
a
know.
Tinder app for
That's
at
why I
one
said
time, but I never acted on anything from it.
So almost half, 47% say, yeah, that's cheating. If you message someone, 87% say, yeah, that's cheating.
Well, that's totally different.
Oh yeah, but they just kind of break it down there. Hugging someone very closely and slowly. I like how they put that. Very closely and slowly. Cheating or not cheating?
I say no. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it really
I
is
don't either. I mean, once you start grabbing ass and stuff, but yeah, hugging, I agree.
Who grabs ass when you hug?
I don't know.
Jimmy. Me. But you don't wear pants, though.
So 14%.
Well, that's why it's cheating.
Yeah, if you hug Jimmy, you're automatically cheating because he's not wearing pants. 14% think that's cheating.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they throw in that "and slowly."
Yeah,
at the end of that,
They make it
that's
creepy.
Just to, yeah, it does, right? Just to, maybe as a joke for the survey.
Is that your cigar?
Yeah.
Sending someone else revealing photos. Hell yes. I consider that cheating.
Sexy photos or just a photo?
Revealing photos.
Oh, revealing.
I look at that.
Yes.
In my head, I go, you're
Yeah.
sending your body parts to somebody.
No, that's cheating. I thought you meant like maybe you're smoking a cigar and you send it to somebody.
Revealing? Is that a revealing photo of you?
Could be.
Oh, I guess it depends on what you're doing with the cigar.
That's cheating.
Easy does it, Bill.
That's cheating.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're at the majority.
Certainly isn't faithful.
Yeah, we're at the majority. 94% say it's cheating. Giving someone a massage.
Oh, my God. That's definitely not cheating. No, that's cheating. Yeah,
Now, I don't consider it cheating, but I consider it inappropriate behavior. And especially, one of my ex was getting a massage. We were at a party and we were having a spat. And next time I go to see him, find him, he's outside on a lawn chair getting a massage from a young woman. I lost my mind. My girlfriend was friends with a girl. My girlfriend even was just like, what the hell? She grabbed her and she was just like, that's not the kind of behavior you do. You don't do that to somebody's boyfriend. And she was like, oh, she's a masseuse too. So she just thought, well, everybody's drunk and we're in a fight and you're outside by yourself getting a massage on a lawn chair.
That's why he's an ex.
True story. But I didn't consider it cheating, but I did not. I was not okay with it.
Sure. Well, better than he was on launcher than maybe in a bedroom, and she was giving him a rub.
Yeah,
down.
but they were outside at night.
Yeah.
Meh. What about you?
I don't know. It's weird to call it cheating, but I can see where it's inappropriate.
Yes.
I don't think it's the right thing to do. That scenario, if you guys weren't fighting, like setting that part of it aside, that type of a scenario where she's a masseuse and you're all just hanging out at a party, having a good time, and she comes up behind and maybe just a little bit on the shoulders, but then moves along.
No, he was laying down and she was straddled him. She was straddling.
Oh, it's a little bit more.
On
Okay,
him.
yeah,
That's on a lawn chair. Yeah. Inappropriate.
No,
you don't straddle somebody's man.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Not
good.
even if you're a licensed masseuse.
No, it's not good.
Okay.
That's why I don't
Man,
get
you think I
massages.
got hard feelings about that, right?
Yeah, it sounds like you're over it. That's why I don't get massages anymore.
I'm a little bitter.
Hey, you want a massage? No.
22
Coming up on the next Greek Angry album, Frances making her debut.
22% say it's cheating, no matter the context, by the way. Flirting with the cute barista at Starbucks.
Not cheating.
I don't think that's cheating.
Not cheating.
No, come on.
26% think it's cheating.
These people are.
That's a lot.
Man, that's a lot. It's 1 in 4. You're nice to somebody?
So, this is a little Rachel and Ross from Friends. We were on a break. Hooking up with someone else when you're on a break.
You're on a break. If you're on a break and both people know, I'm sorry.
You're on a break.
You're on a break. I don't think that's cheating.
I don't either.
That's not cheating.
I don't either. 32%
Who are you
say it's
cheating?
cheating.
Who are you cheating on?
Yeah, you're not with anybody.
You're not with anybody.
You're on
so
a
You're
break.
not cheating anybody.
32% that's cheating?
Think it's cheating,
Yeah.
while 35 say it's a gray area.
It's not great if you both know what's going on. And I think in anything in life, if you're both told what's going on, I don't care if it's business, pleasure, or whatever, then you know. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't think it's cheating.
If you're the only one that thinks you're on a break,
Then
maybe.
that's the problem.
Yeah,
a little different.
But wait, they were like, what? We're on a break? I thought we were still together.
Because I love the way, and again, this isn't a shot at you, Greg, but the way you said, if both of you know it.
Yeah,
Which, of course.
you should.
Yeah, you should.
You would know, right?
Yes.
Of course.
If one
and
of you
that's not
doesn't,
cheating.
if one of you doesn't know it because that conversation was never had, then yeah, you're cheating. You're like, oh, I forgot to tell you, we're on a break.
And that's the only reason why I made a joke out of that. Because
I think the only gray area is like we talked about this many times when you're dating somebody in the beginning and you don't know if you're exclusive. You didn't have that conversation. Say you went out with the girl or guy a couple times and then maybe you see them out. That's that's different.
I'm curious how you feel about this one. This one's interesting to me. Wait.
This
Well,
one
no.
needs-
No,
this one
not
needs
8.
content.
Not 8, but number 9 does. So I'm sorry, I skipped 8. So sharing a bed, but you don't do anything.
Yeah, that needs more context.
So I guess.
Why? That's not good. Sorry. You shouldn't be in bed with somebody. I don't care what it is. Go sleep on the floor, go sleep on the couch, or get out of the house.
I agree.
You can't be like, I had no place to sleep. I couldn't pull that off.
Yeah. Like, why are you in the same bed? Yeah. I understand maybe you didn't do anything, but you shouldn't be sharing a bed. I'm trying to figure out.
If you're in a relationship, no. If you're not,
well, that's the whole point. We're talking about being in relationships. This is a cheating quiz.
Unless, God forbid, like there was no other. You just moved in. There was the only place to sleep, and you helped somebody move all day. And you were sweating. You're like, you can sleep in a bed, but don't.
What about or you say that your hotel room's not ready yet, and then you hop in the bed with somebody. What about that? What?
Not finding that.
What?
To be cheating.
No,
I don't.
Oh, okay.
What's number 9?
See how he just went through that one? Let's see. Holding hands with someone else.
Cheating. How about high five?
I'm surprised how low this number is.
28% say it's cheating. Another 42% say it depends. Like maybe if they grab your hands, like run through, maybe you're like a dangerous situation or the airport.
Dangerous situation.
Something
what is
like
MacGyver?
Somebody like
jumping over a volcano.
Yes.
You're at, what could it be? At a football game?
Yeah.
On my sideline?
Yeah. Well, maybe you're at a football game and there's a big crowd and you don't want to lose each other.
Oh.
Something like that. But if you're just holding hands, to me is a kind of an intimate thing. So if you're holding hands and strolling the street.
Yeah.
I know it seems weird, but that seems like an intimate act to me. That's something only a couple does, unless, like you say, maybe you hold a child's hand, you hold another person's hand, going through a crowd or something. That's a pretty legitimate situation that I didn't really think of until you just mentioned it.
Taco Tuesdays, maybe you're holding something down.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah, of course.
You need one hand open to your taco too. So this one, telling someone I'd totally hook up with you if I was single.
Well, that's not cheating, but it's not right.
It's not right.
It's not cheating, but it's not right.
That's
throwing a flare up there.
Yeah, that shouldn't even be happening. Like, you shouldn't say anything like that if you're in a relationship.
Really?
Yeah. Really?
Sound a little like me.
I know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't consider it cheating, but I'm going to be mad if I hear that conversation happened.
Yeah,
if a girl texts me and be like, guess what your husband said? I'll be like, oh, really?
Did he really?
No, very easy for him.
Really? Hanging out with an ex without telling your significant other.
It's not cheating, but it's inappropriate. Been down this path a million times.
I feel like sometimes when you withhold things like that.
I said it's inappropriate.
Yes.
It's not cheating because there's no physical anything going on, but it's not right because anything you're not telling your spouse, you're not telling for a reason.
I want to change that word without to withholding.
34% think it's definitely cheating.
And then I'll say, yes, that is
when you're withholding.
At least very inappropriate.
And different situations, right? Like if your ex happens to be somewhere and you're with your friends and they're with their friends.
Totally different.
But if it's just the two of you, I might look at it like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I might look at it as cheating if it's just the two of them.
Yeah, I mean, I never looked at it as cheating, but I know it wasn't right.
Okay, Jimmy?
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. And unless you start getting some really significant years in between, and then at that point, why are you not telling? And that's why the word withholding to me means a lot more than without.
I think anything you don't tell somebody, you basically know that they're going to be upset.
Yes.
I believe that in a
and
lot
you're
of
hoping you're not going to get caught.
Yeah.
You're purposely not telling. Yeah.
So we got a few more here. This one I found interesting because I've seen this before, and some people do consider it cheating. I absolutely do not. Watching porn.
With another person?
No, just with yourself.
Oh, with yourself? No, I don't think that's cheating. My God, the whole country's cheating.
Glad you two answered that first. Because everybody knows what I'm going to say.
You're the king of porn.
But it's a small percentage, but there are 8% of people who say it's cheating.
I'm actually, that number seems low to me because every time you read something like that and a lot of stories that we see, people, especially the female, feels that is cheating.
I don't get it. Maybe if you're doing like those live sessions, I think that might be a little bit different than watching pre-recorded porn.
A lot of girls always say like, they watch the pornos and then they think that regular girls are going to do stuff like that. I've heard that from a lot of people.
Yeah, it may not necessarily be right in a relationship, depending on how you act upon it. But
then it's the person you're with too. Some people don't care. You could be walking in and just watching a porno. Hey, hon, what are we having for dinner?
What's up? Scoot over.
Ooh, looks like sauce.
Scoot over. I love this one.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Tacos tonight.
After that, we're watching Birdcage.
All right, we got sliding into someone else's DMs. That's shady behavior. I don't like it. I am going to say yes. Why are you sliding in there?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and then it's just...
And I take that as you're hitting on them. You're going in there being inappropriate.
And the other thing with all this stuff is that after the fact, I think it changes the relationship too. Because then you have this stuff on your mind. You know, like you're wondering, like, why is the person still talking to an ex? Why is the person, going to somebody's DMs? I mean, you're going to think that. I would.
Yeah. What about you, Jimmy? The DMs?
Yeah, I don't get the whole DM thing. I mean, that's just I don't know. I guess you're just contact. It'd be no different than texting somebody, right? I mean, it's the same type of thing, right?
You can put that
direct,
in there.
It's a direct message, whether it's via text, via Facebook, via Twitter, it doesn't matter, right?
It's just it's just the hot thing to say. It's just that's the way people are trying to. Yeah, that's
as a DM. You're contacting somebody, separate and appropriately. I believe more than likely, right?
And
I don't think it's right. Cheating's a little hard because you're just sending a message. That might be a little harsh, but it certainly isn't right.
I think most of these are inappropriate. They're not cheating to me.
62% believe it's cheating.
Wow.
Number 14, having sex with someone else.
It's not appropriate.
There's actually 1% that says it's not cheating.
Nice.
They're in an open relationship, obviously.
Well, that's it. That's the only time it's not cheating, right? Is if you're in an open relationship or you're a swinger, like Franny.
Yeah. Hey, kettle. And finally,
get out of my shopping cart.
And finally, at number 15, your partner has been in a coma for months and might not wake up. You sleep with someone else. Is that cheating?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
How about that one, huh?
Yes, that's when you need to be the most loyal to anybody because you love them and you're with them no matter what. That's why you take vows if you get married.
I agree. That is cheating. Jimmy?
Is it a coma?
Yeah.
No.
All right, we're going to skip Jimmy. Coming up, we got What the Florida.
Maybe not that one. I don't know.
If you guys have an opinion on any of these, call us 877-927-6969, or you can text us, Real Radio 47142. You can email Jimmy, but you know what you're going to get. I think a lot of these are inappropriate, but they're not cheating. But again, a lot of it when you first, and I know this firsthand last 4 or 5 months, when you first start dating people, for me now, you find out things with people, and some of the stuff I'm surprised that people consider, wrong, what I mean, or cheating, like you said. And some people are cool with it, but you got to know the person. And you should ask, because if somebody says something. But I think for the most part, if you're not telling somebody something, it's like your boss. You don't tell me maybe you're going on an interview. Why? Because you know it's not right.
Well, we can sit here and come up with different scenarios and might, but they're not, they're usually the outlier,
Sure.
right? Like we talk, you talk to your ex, right? And you didn't go home and say something. Well, what if you're just at the grocery store
That's
and you
different.
pass by and you sit and you talk for a little bit?
Yeah, it's different.
Well, now that's different. Now there's a scenario where talking to your ex and not telling your partner is okay, right? I mean, I think we would all agree. That's what I'm saying. Is you can look at a lot of these and find a scenario where, okay, well, it really isn't that bad in that particular case. But it's the outlier. That's the outlier. It's not the norm.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think for us, we may not think it is, and I go through this a lot, but people think it's wrong. Like even if you're at Publix and you saw your ex and they said, why didn't you tell me? I don't know, it didn't come up.
I didn't think it's a big deal.
Yeah, but people would think it is.
There will be some that will. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean,
Yep.
it's like
I
anything
agree
else.
with you 100% on that.
Yeah, there are people who say like, well, if you're talking to your ex, there's something wrong.
We are all wired differently. There's some people who think that it was, and I'm sure it was part of the BuzzFeed. There was 41. I'll actually post the full quiz on the Penthouse blog so you can go ahead and do it and see where you stand with everybody else. But some people consider going to a strip club cheating.
Yeah,
and
you're
some,
right.
and some women and men are like, go ahead, I don't care, have fun.
Yeah, you're right. That is people that I work with over the years that their wives or girlfriends will not let them go. They can't go.
Right.
I mean, and you can't say anything. You're like, I get it. I understand, but every situation is different. But I think, Franny, you put it in a nutshell. Perfect. Everybody's wired different. That's why when you do go out with somebody, if in the beginning, you need to know what's cheating, what's not.
Yeah.
And what you could ask. But
So if you're in a coma for months and I'm lonely one night, And the nurse is there.
Oh, boy.
And you think that's not cheating? Is it because it's a nurse?
Can we change that months to years?
Could you say, because it's a nurse, it's okay. Well, she was in a hospital. She's trying to help you.
Yeah.
She's helping you.
So I
Why
was
can't
helping
she
her.
Yeah, that's right.
See?
You're paying it back. Paying it forward, Jim.
Nice.
Man, you set the standard around here, and I'll just follow along. I'm helping in there. As soon as you say nurse, it sounds sexy.
We have
like,
standards.
yeah. Oh, man. It is the Penthouse. Was some of that cheating or not? If you have an opinion, let us know. And if you have a scenario, always let us know what you think or not think. We're interested in
tell us what you not think.
Yeah, if you don't think about it,
I'm going to call me like, you know what I don't think about?
Can't wait for that text. 47142. Start that text with Real Radio.
I don't think it's cheating.
Jimmy at realradio921.com. Or if you've got the latest iHeartRadio app on your phone, look for Real Radio 921 on there. It's super easy to find, and you'll see a little microphone on our main screen, and you can press that microphone and leave us a talkback message. And it's just like leaving a voicemail. It's super easy, and it's a great way you can tell us what you think is cheating or what you not think is.
It is the Penthouse, and we're going to be here till 2 o'clock. We're going to come back with some Florida stories. Franny, what do we have? Anything to put some bait on the hook?
We do. Man, it was a rough one. We have a situation with a guy and a toddler. You got to check it out. It's realradio921.com on the Penthouse blog. It is insane footage. I will let you know that there is a somewhat happy ending, just so you know. And then this crazy, crazy video. Did you see that wave that took down a bunch of people in Miami?
No.
Like 6 people?
No.
It's insane. So we have that and other stories coming your way in your What the Florida on Real Radio 92.1.
Hey, it's Rover from Rover's Morning Glory. Wake up with me each morning. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1.
Hello.
On iHeartRadio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. It'll be comfortable out there for us, too. Humidity isn't too high. Temperatures are in the low to mid-80s. Might get a few showers late into the day and overnight as a weak front moves in. We're in the low to mid-80s for the remainder of the week.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Star Wars revolutionized the way that special effects are done in movies, but it also created movie merchandising as we know it today. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
On the Happiness Formula podcast, Dr. Barry Schwartz, best-selling author of The Paradox of Choice and Why We Work, helps you tackle life's biggest decisions. Join the eminent psychologist as he combines vivid case examples with psychological insights to deliver vital takeaways you can use every day.
We should be asking how we can make good lives better, how we can move people from okay to really happy.
Listen to The Happiness Formula on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
I was having a lot of sinus infections. My sinuses were clogged, pressure, headaches.
Linda suffered for years with chronic sinus infections.
You don't feel like doing anything. When you feel like your head is completely clogged, all you want to do is just lay down and sleep. And the pressure is just not fun, always walking around with a headache.
Now, her issues are gone. How? A minimally invasive procedure done in the office of West Palm Beach Breathe Free Sinus and Allergy Centers called balloon sinuplasty.
I really did not know what it was like to feel like you're really breathing and not being so clogged up. I would do it again in a heartbeat, and I would definitely recommend it for someone else.
Do you suffer with chronic sinus infections, facial pain, pressure, congestion? Find out if balloon sinuplasty is the solution for you. Set an appointment today with West Palm Beach Breathe Free Sinus and Allergy Centers. Call 561 561-459-3228. 561-459-3228. That's 561-459-3228.
Football is back. Come on out to Hurricane Grill and Wings this Sunday for our next Miller Lite watch party of the season as Miami takes on New York. Great food and drink specials, including $3 Miller Lite drafts during all live televised pro football games all season long. Real radio swag, and a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Fins game. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. Hurricane Grill and Wings, 1729 Southeast Indian Street in Stewart. See you there.
Tired of the news about how everything is costing more?
Everything is stubbornly high.
Us too. That's why we made the iHeartRadio app absolutely free. When you download the free iHeartRadio app, you have the radio stations you love at your fingertips whenever you want, wherever you want. Along with millions of podcasts from the news you crave to the true crime series you can't resist. Playlists to fit any mood or activity. And here's the part you don't want to miss. It's all free. Download the free iHeartRadio app and discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
You wash your hands and brush your teeth, but what about your nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, dirt, and germs, and it's why nose cleaning is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they also find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Nearly 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying things like, best product I've ever used, and amazing, I love my Navage. That's because Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Here's the key point. Navage is good personal hygiene, and it's going to help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
95 is looking good. West Palm right up to speed on the Belvedere curve. We still have East Riverside Drive shut down in Jupiter. This is for railroad work between Dixie Highway and Cypress Drive. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell Technologies provides growing businesses with tools to do incredible things because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Real Radio 92.1, broadcasting from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident.
Real talk for the Palm Beaches. An iHeart radio station. This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yeah, Jimmy. I don't think you're getting that app pronounced right. It's with a G. It's Grindr. Remember where we met? It wasn't Tinder. Bye.
Greek baby, it's me, Barbara. Oh my God, I can't believe I almost screwed things up with us. Now I know why they call you the little Greek. I haven't had a little cannoli like that in years. You make me feel like I'm in my 40s again. If you're gonna stop by later, can you pick up my prescription on the way? Have a good day, my little googly eyes. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You are back in The Penthouse, and thank you so much for participating on that Talkback feature. Greek has so many girlfriends. Barbara, Nutmeg, Cinnamon. Do you think they consider it cheating every time they call and leave a talkback? We were just talking about scenarios that some may consider cheating. If you check out our website, that is realradio921.com, click on that Penthouse blog. I put up the whole quiz there so you can play along as we did. Hello, on a National Taco Day, Taco Tuesday. This is Franny. We got Jimmy in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And, of course, we have a Greek. Hello. And, Jimmy, before I get into What the Florida, I do have people who have been sending us text messages. about how they can help with recovery efforts and those that were affected by Hurricane Ian.
Well, it's super simple, and Real Radio and iHeartRadio wants to help with iHeart Cares relief effort. Now, we partnered up with the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County, who has been actively involved in relief efforts for the West Coast. So this is monies that will be going to them, and if you feel compelled and you want to help them out with a monetary donation, go to realradio921.com/Ian, IAN, realradio.com/Ian, and there's a place right there that you can donate a couple bucks to help some people out over on the West Coast. I know I got some friends over there. They were lucky. They didn't get affected too bad, but a lot of people did, as we've been seeing more and more of these videos coming out and hearing audio of what's been going on over there, and it's really, really hard on them. So maybe we can all pitch in and give a little bit of money, help those people out. realradio921.com/Ian. If you don't remember that, it is on our homepage. Just realradio921.com is another way. You'll see a link there for it. So it's a great way to help out with a couple dollars.
There you go. You guys want to do some Florida stories?
Sure. Nice.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, we have a South Florida man who was hacking into all kinds of online accounts and also just pled guilty to tax evasion. It looks like Ethan Thomas Traynor. This was in the Boca Raton Post. He's accused of hacking and selling hacked online accounts. And these are accounts that you may have. We're talking about Netflix, Uber, Spotify, even some sports betting websites, learning websites, pornography websites.
He had it all.
All kinds. So they were connected. And I guess the hacked logins were connected to paid movie and music streaming services, along with those others I said. And according to the information filed, the accounts Traynor was dealing with, he would somehow, some way get in there and get their money, like their monthly subscriptions that they were putting in there. He got information on what they call the dark web, but it looks like he was doing this from 2014 up until almost current time, and he received over $1 million in cryptocurrency through dark web transactions and tried to avoid paying taxes on it by using services and techniques designed to conceal the money that was his. And I guess with crypto, it might be a little bit easier to conceal that. I have no idea. I am very I'm not educated when it comes to cryptocurrency. I feel like not many people are talking about it anymore either.
Yeah, because it dropped.
They really took a dive.
Except for Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, she's talking about it.
Yeah. She had to pay a lot of money, too.
Well, she's not talking about it anymore.
No. But yeah, this guy, they said, used sophisticated online techniques to conceal this from the IRS with over $1 million he earned through these illegal dark web transactions. He had a hearing in Fort Lauderdale. And as I mentioned, he did plead guilty. And then, this is really terrible. And it might be tough to watch, but everything at the end turns out okay, except for the criminal here, alleged criminal. So, Florida man was accused of kidnapping a toddler, Matthew Douglas Lenora Palm Coast. So he was suspected of abducting his girlfriend's 1-year-old from her home while armed with a gun. Deputies say that he drove off with the child on his lap, and then they found him, obviously because they got the police call. They found him driving recklessly. Then they tried to pull him over. He kept on going, fled from cops, driving into oncoming traffic while the kid's on his lap still. And then he goes into a shopping center and then eventually ends up at a McDonald's parking lot. And then this is where it all goes down. So he's near the drive-thru area. You can watch this video, realradio921.com Penthouse blog, because we do have body cam video from the deputies showing him, confronting him, and shouting at him because he is using the 1-year-old as a human shield. Like, he's basically putting the kid in front of him as he's having this confrontation with the cops.
It's terrible.
Terrible. So it shows all this. It's extremely intense. The cops were able to get a good enough, to use a taser, and they were able to tase him. He let go of the child. The cops were able to pick up the kid. The kid's okay. Kid's back with their mom, just so you know. But you watch all this happen as they snatch the crying child, let him know everything's going to be okay. Well, despite being shocked, he continued trying to escape deputies, crawling under the truck and running away. They're shouting at him. You see this whole thing. We don't know the full story. This child, I'm assuming, is his, because you can hear the child screaming and crying, "Dada."
Oh,
but the deputies were chasing him down, finally were able to tase him again. He still keeps on going. They even used a canine to force him to comply, and that canine worked. It ended up biting him in his leg, drawing blood, and the deputies managed to handcuff him. He was treated by paramedics because of those injuries from the canine. As I mentioned, the 1-year-old will be okay. He is unharmed and back home with his mom. And now this Leonard guy is charged with kidnapping, using a minor as a shield, resisting with violence, child neglect, fleeing and eluding, and reckless driving. And that is your What the Florida.
Thank you, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. Coming up in this hour, we got Zach Brown tickets, and that's going to be this Sunday night, at I Think Financial. We'll be back in a few minutes. Also, we're going to tell you about Kim K got hit in the wallet and a couple other things happening in Hollywood. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
There's very few cases where your name becomes something good.
Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, yeah, Pee Wee Herman, you're not good. Talk about a turnaround, man. You got to wait.
Because I think, okay, yeah, I've masturbated in public and didn't get caught. That sucks that it happened to Pee Wee Herman.
What was that?
Wait, what?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
The can't-miss music event of the year is coming to the CW.
The 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars in all of music.
Ladies and gentlemen,
what's up, Vegas?
Make some noise!
I don't know if y'all ready for this. All hosted by Ryan Seacrest from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Don't miss our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
This Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. on the CW.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. It'll be comfortable out there for us, too. Humidity isn't too high. Temperatures are in the low to mid 80s. Might get a few showers late into the day and overnight as a weak front moves in. We're in the low to mid 80s for the remainder of the week.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
You probably haven't heard of the story of how going west changed Samuel Langhorne Clemens, but you may be interested to hear that man we now know is Mark Twain. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories in the iHeartRadio app on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Quitting nicotine isn't easy, which is why Tobacco-Free Florida offers free tools and services like free 2-week starter kits of Quit Aids. We're also trying out music to help motivate smokers to quit.
Not another cigarette would be late. Now there's someone living tobacco-free. It's you.
Wow. Okay. Maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Some people say bigger is better. When it comes to buying a home, a TV, or an ice cream sundae, wouldn't you rather go big? Insurance companies think that because they're bigger, they can pay injured people less than what they really deserve. But guess what? We're big too. As America's largest personal injury firm, we know that our size matters. If you're going up against a big insurance company, you need a big firm fighting for you. And when we win big, you win big. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
95 is looking good. West Palm right up to speed on the Belvedere curve. We still have East Riverside Drive shut down in Jupiter. This is for railroad work between Dixie Highway and Cypress Drive. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Audible. This fall, find everything you love listening to on Audible. From memoirs and true crime to celebrities and sci-fi. Audible is the home of storytelling, audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com.
Tired of the news about how everything is costing more?
Everything is stubbornly high.
Us too. That's why we made the iHeartRadio app absolutely free. When you download the free iHeartRadio app, you have the radio stations you love at your fingertips whenever you want, wherever you want. Along with millions of podcasts from the news you crave to the true crime series you can't resist. Playlists to fit any
Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Greek, you told me last week that if you paid me, it wasn't cheating. So, not only am I having trouble walking, now my conscience is bothering me. Thank you.
So, Francis, I heard you're doing a good deed by donating your underwear to those poor starving boys over there in Fort Myers. You're a good citizen, girl.
Huh. Swingers, huh, Franny? Now, that explains the upside-down pineapple flag on your stupid golf cart. Now I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to get my husband. Huh. Well, listen here, honey. He's not going to swing anywhere with you. And if you keep trying, I will have my revenge with Mac.
You know, Franny, I've always got one hand open for your taco.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes.
Why?
It is.
Nothing creepy there.
Why?
Nothing creepy.
It is The Penthouse.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday.
Yes.
National Taco Day, by the way. So go get a taco. And if you know a place that has great tacos, call us. And it doesn't even have to be in Florida or an area. Maybe you stopped someplace one time, you're on vacation, maybe you live someplace, and you said, this is the best tacos ever. We'd love to hear about it. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Good morning, G.
And Jimmy's got some news about Kim K, which a lot of people were happy about.
Yeah, she's going to prison for about 65 years now. Well, maybe not that much, but apparently on Monday she agreed to pay $1.26 million in fines to settle charges brought against her by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission for promoting the cryptocurrency Ethereum Max. I'm somewhat close there, without disclosing the fact that she was being paid for the promotion. In a press release, the SEC said its investigation found Kardashian had received $250,000 to promote the cryptocurrency on her Instagram account, a fact she failed to disclose. As part of the settlement, Kardashian pays $260,000 in disgorgement repayment of her promotional fee, plus accumulated interest and a $1 million fine. Aside from the financial penalty, Kardashian has agreed not to promote any crypto assets for 3 years. And this is a quote: when celebrities or influencers endorse investment opportunities, including crypto asset securities, it doesn't mean that those investment products are right for all investors. Ms. Kardashian's case also serves as a reminder to celebrities and others that the law requires them to disclose to the public when and how they are paid to promote investing in securities. That's according to the SEC chair, Gary Gensler. In June, the SEC itself put out a public service advertisement warning that the risks tied to celebrity-endorsed crypto assets, Kardashian in particular is among those celebrities, including boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr., former NBA star Paul Pierce, who has been criticized for boosting that same crypto, and the current value is less than a fraction of a penny, too, of that one. I guess that one really dropped out. I know... what's the Bitcoin is the one that I just threw $20 at it, I don't know, a couple of months ago, and it's like at half of what it used to be. So, but anyway, not as much the crypto itself. I mean, I guess if anybody wants to, but it's the fact that she didn't disclose that
she was getting paid.
That she was getting paid for it, yeah, which is obviously something that's they take very seriously. That's just like us. I mean, we have to, like if we endorse a product, we have to use that product. If we say that we use a product that we don't, actually use, that's illegal. So, there's rules like that, and she got busted for it. Now, $1.26 million, it means nothing to her. I mean, that's like $5 to me.
Yeah, she's a billionaire, but
still
a lot of money. Yeah. And she should know, and I'm surprised that she didn't, because you see, she has a bunch of hashtag ads on her Instagram and stuff because she gets paid to endorse them on there. So I'm surprised that she messed up with that one.
They did say they're going to go after other celebrities, too, with this. Larry David, Matt Damon, a couple of, there's like 3 or 4 they listed in an article I read to see if they got, compensated to put this. Because, again, when you're that kind of celebrity, you have millions of people following, you're going to do it.
Yeah, and now I know that legally you have to do that. Wouldn't you? If you see something about a cryptocurrency on Matt Damon's Instagram page, don't you instantly think that he's being a paid advertiser for it? See, I would.
I do.
Yeah.
And you do, but a lot of people...
Now, I know that's not the law.
Yeah,
right? The law is that you have to disclose that, and it has to be in there. And I get that. I'm not trying to make excuses, but I naturally assume that.
That's what I think, but a lot of people don't.
Now, I have to read a little bit into it, because this is... So her post that she's getting fined for by the SEC says, every time I hear SEC, I think college football.
Yeah, I know.
They said, are you guys into crypto? This is not financial advice, but sharing what my friends told me about the Ethereum Max token. She added different hashtags, including hashtag ad, along with EMAX and other things. So she did put that in there, and I thought that was like one of those things that you had to do in order for people to know it was.
I guess not.
She didn't say that she was being paid, though.
Yeah.
And they also said it might affect her in the state of California to trying to become an attorney because of this. So
that's interesting.
I read an article about that last night. But again, it's different things out there. But I assume, like you do, Jimmy, every time I see a celebrity doing something, they're getting paid.
Yeah. Well, I figured it's an ad, and I figured they're getting paid for it.
Of course.
Just, it's just a natural thing.
Yeah. It is the Penthouse. It is Taco Tuesday. It's National Taco Day, so it works out perfect. October 4th. If you guys know a great place to get tacos, let us know.
It's National Vodka Day, too, which means drink up on our favorites, some Tito's.
Screw the tacos.
Right?
Yeah.
Tito's and tacos. How about just have them both?
That's perfect.
And then maybe a Cinnabon, too, because it's National Cinnamon Roll Day.
Jeez.
There goes your diet.
Have that for dessert.
There goes your diet, people.
Greedy over here.
Tacos.
I
want it
vodka.
all.
Vodka.
Wow, that's a lot. You're going to have to hit the gym at some point. It is Francis, Jimmy, and that other guy. We'll be back with a trifecta and a lot more. Peace.
Letting you know what girls talk about when the boys are not around. It's Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan. Friday nights at 7 on Real Radio 92.1 and always available online at realradio921.com/Pillow Talk.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. It'll be comfortable out there for us, too. Humidity isn't too high. Temperatures are in the low to mid 80s. Might get a few showers late into the day and overnight as a weak front moves in. We're in the low to mid 80s for the remainder of the week.
This report is sponsored by News Nation. Chris Cuomo is back with a new show on a new network. Catch Cuomo weeknights on News Nation at 8/7 Central. To find News Nation on your television provider, go to newsnationnow.com/join us.
On the Happiness Formula podcast, Dr. Barry Schwartz, best-selling author of The Paradox of Choice and Why We Work, helps you tackle life's biggest decisions. Join the eminent psychologist as he combines vivid case examples with psychological insights to deliver vital takeaways you can use every day.
We should be asking how we can make good lives better, how we can move people from okay to really happy.
Listen to The Happiness Formula on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Florida Talk Real Estate is your one-stop real estate shop. Whether you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, you're stuck with a home and you don't know what to do, look no further than FloridaTalkRealEstate.com. Listen every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. until 11, right here on Real Radio 92.1.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek's Gridiron 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
Are you committed to safety and have great customer service skills? Palm Tran is hiring. We're recruiting for bus operators, mechanics, and many other positions. Attend the Palm Tran Job Fair on Friday, October 7th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or Saturday, October 8th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll be making conditional offers on the spot. It's happening at Palm Tran's headquarters at 100 North Congress Avenue in Delray Beach. Again, join us October 7th or 8th. Go to palmtran.org for more information.
Who doesn't love to hear good stories? Stories that captivate your heart, stories that make you laugh, or perhaps stories that set the record straight. That's what we do at Red Pilled America. We tell stories. Join us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Joseph's Classic Market. Football is back. Come on out to Hurricane Grill and Wings this Sunday for our next Miller Lite watch party of the season as Miami takes on New York. Great food and drink specials, including $3 Miller Lite drafts during all live televised pro football games all season long. Real radio swag, and a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Fins game. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. Hurricane Grill and Wings, 1729 Southeast Indian Street in Stewart. See you there.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. In office, West Palm Beach.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Checking in with the Florida Highway Patrol, and 95 remains accident-free. Boca to Jupiter, we are looking good through the West Palm area and north towards the Gardens as well. Busier in Boca del Rey, but again, no tie-ups going on and no big delays on your side streets being reported. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Chucky.
A new season is coming, and with it, major delays being reported due to another killer doll with a shady plan. Just how many Chuckies are there? Chucky rises again, and this time he wants to take over the world and our freeways. Chucky Season 2 premieres October 5th, only on USA and Sci-Fi.
John Mellencamp returns to the road, and iHeartRadio is getting you there. We'll fly you and a guest to the tour date of your choice and set you up with VIP tickets to the show. Plus, slap a backstage pass on your jean jacket so you can meet John. And you'll walk away with a sheet of handwritten lyrics to one of his legendary tunes. Prize provided by AEG. Enter for your chance to win now at iHeartRadio.com.
7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Hey, Greg, this is Granny. You know, I'm in an open relationship. I see a man, and I open wide.
Huh. Swingers, huh, Franny?
Hey, Greek, it's Nutmeg. Oh, goody, goody. It's Taco Tuesday and National Taco Day. So, Greek, make sure you bring all of your meat with you later, because this taco needs to get stuffed. And then you can eat it afterwards. Ah. Oh, and Greek, is it really considered cheating if the other person never finds out about it? Toodles, sweetie.
I can think of 3 things that Greek will never endorse. Work boots, jean shorts, and condoms. One additional thing on Greek's list, hooked on phonics.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Do you agree?
I never argue with the audience.
No. Jean shorts. Never seen you in a pair of jean shorts.
No.
You hate condoms.
Not a fan of it.
Matter of fact, that's going to be another running list for the rest of the day. Call in 877-927-6969. Things that we won't endorse. Greek, Francis, or myself. The next thing for Greek would be domestic cars.
There you go. What was the first thing he said? It was...
Work boots.
Work boots. You would never, Jimmy, you would never endorse pants.
Pants, yep. Franny would never endorse AA.
Wow.
I would never go, but I would endorse it for those who need it.
Oh, come on.
What?
It is Sober October, by the way.
Yes, it is.
That's true, yeah.
A lot of people not drinking for 31 days.
I know restaurants and bars are not happy about it.
I believe Carmine with Wild 95.5 is doing Sober October.
Well, that's good.
I was shocked.
Yeah, he needs it. That was Jimmy for the playback. Jimmy at realradio921.com.
Not going to get any argument here.
No, there's a lot of people. Bert Kreischer, who I adore, I think he is hilarious. So he posted that he's doing Sober October with other. I think he tagged Joe Rogan, somebody else, and he was like, "Anybody else want to jump on board?" And on top of that, he has different things that he's doing along with it, like exercising twice a day or whatever. And I thought about it for like half a second.
Right.
It started with
buying that.
Didn't it start in January?
Well, there's Dry January.
Yeah, and they said over the last 3 years, I was reading an article, it went up like from, I guess, 21% to 35% from 2019 to 2021.
Yeah.
And
Sober
now
October was another popular one. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's been around for a bit.
Yeah. So, God bless. If you guys want to do that, do it.
It's good. It's good to take a break for a bit.
It's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
No matter what's going on in the world, you can always count on the Penthouse giving you the biggest things that are going to happen that are earth-shaking. Nick Cannon had a 10th kid. What? And he's got
that's earth-shaking.
Earth-shaking.
And he's got
surprise.
And he's got one on the way, another one.
Yeah, he's got another one on the way. He said in an article he wants to have 40 when he's said and done all.
What?
Yeah, that's what he wants.
40 kids?
Just telling you what I read.
Well, he's going from an NBA team to a Major League Baseball team to a football team.
Is he going to, he's going broke is what he's going to end up doing. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah, he gets a lot of money, I guess. He does very, very well, and he's got 10, and they did say he's got another one on the way, which is 11. Last night, there was Monday Night Football, and the 49ers again continue to be a trend over the Rams. They beat them for the 6th time in a row, regular season. Unbelievable. They got their number. They really do. The Rams beat them a couple years ago in the playoffs, which was great for them. But during the season, and Jimmy G, man, the guy they wanted to get rid of, just keeps winning.
Yep.
Just keeps winning. It's unbelievable. They wanted to get rid of him. They wanted to trade him. They told him not to come to training camp. Imagine you're working a job. They say, don't come in. We'll call you when we need you. And he does his win.
And they called him when they needed him.
Yeah. 49ers won again last night, 24-9. And, man, the defense for the 49ers played great last night. Pick 6 at the end of the game. And some people are saying they're one of the best defenses in the league. I agree. But, yeah, 24-9. Low-scoring game. Franny needed 43 points.
I did. So I did not win my pool.
But she will win it again this year. I guarantee it. We're going to do it again. But you had 10.
Well, now that you guaranteed it, now I'm not going to win. Can you take that back?
You had 10 wins, which is a lot.
Tied. I think
great.
4 or 5 of us did, and it was up to the points last night.
That's great.
And my father-in-law, Jason, won, so
So
congratulations.
you guys are just crushing
We're keeping
it
it in the family.
Yeah. If you don't win, your husband wins, your father-in-law wins. Yeah. Who else is in the pool?
Last week it wasn't a family member.
So 1 week, but still, out of 4 weeks, 3 out of 4. So last night, 49ers did win. They ended up winning. And the Dolphins announced yesterday that Tua will not be playing Sunday up in New York against the Jets. He's going to be out, and possibly they don't know how long. They didn't give any timetable for this. Could miss another couple weeks. Some people are calling for him to retire. Some people say he shouldn't come back for a month. I'm sure it's going to be up to the doctors and Tua what he thinks, but more so than anything, the doctors who are looking at him. And that is your trifecta. Peace.
Well, this email came in, Jimmy at realradio921.com, and it says, Jimmy, this past Sunday, my wife and I were celebrating our 19th anniversary at the Ben Hotel in West Palm Beach for afternoon drinks.
Nice.
It's a little highbrow for my taste, but wonderful views, and good people watching. A guy at the bar wore a huge, flashy New York Yankee World Series ring, making it, make sure that everybody could see it, right? Apparently, he was really putting it out there. And he was wondering if Greek knows who it might have been. Well, that's pretty tough to figure out, right?
Yeah.
The bartender said he's an ex-cop and does not think that he actually played or was part of the team. A young lady did approach him and asked him about it, and he said that he was the water boy. Regardless, the ring he was flaunting on purpose. Maybe it was for bait or whatnot. I don't know. He just wanted to write that in. That's from our friend Kevin in Jupiter. Didn't know if maybe we'd have some thoughts on that. Maybe somebody on the team, or maybe he bought that from a pawn shop.
You
or
can buy
something
replicas
like
too that may look just like it, or maybe work for the management team or for the office or something.
Could have got given to him. I know somebody who has one of the most famous baseball players in the world. His World Series rings. He wears them all the time. I'm not going to mention.
And he wears them too. Oh,
yeah, he wears them.
So he didn't buy them just as memorabilia. He
was given to him, and he wears them all the time. I'm not going to say who the ball player was, but he wears them all the time. And you don't have to be on a team. It's a perfect example.
Yep.
And a lot of times, like when teams win, they'll give the front office rings too.
No, I know somebody who's worked for teams like that, and the Miami Heat, or for the front office, and they all get rings. So I got a couple texts in before we get to our giveaway for Zach Brown Band that's happening this Sunday at the I Think Financial Amphitheater. So we were talking about cheating. We had that thing, and I posted that quiz, realradio921.com on the Penthouse blog. Somebody said, after watching Kim Kardashian's sex tape, I would consider it having coma sex because she just lies there like she's dead. I have never watched it, nor have I wanted to, but we have that. We also said, is it considered cheating when you offer to pay for sex and leave money on the dresser? When you have 2 different girls on different floors of a hotel at the same time?
No.
When you buy a bracelet for your side piece? Probably, whatever. Who cares?
That's not cheating when you buy a bracelet for your side piece. That is definitely not cheating.
The side piece part? No.
Definitely
it's the holidays, and we're giving back.
Come on, Franny.
If you are new to the program, Greek has done all of those things. Leaving money on the dresser, has 2 different girls on 2 different floors, and has bought a bracelet for his side piece. We have maybe. We also have some financial advice. If you buy DraftKings stock and use this is financial advice for us, right? They said if you buy DraftKings stock and use the app to bet, you can get your ass kicked twice at the same time. So thank you for that one. But yeah, so I'm guessing you're not doing good on your picks is what's happening.
Oh, if in that situation,
He's
not me.
He's not doing it on his picks. Is what he's saying.
Well, again, you gotta choose where you listen to if you're picking a game. I mean, that's like anything else.
Yep.
I mean, you never know. Nobody's got guarantees. If they did, then they wouldn't be giving you picks.
Yeah.
Nobody else is going to
be gambling.
That's right.
Wouldn't be gambling if it was a gimme.
Right now, you got the opportunity, 877-927-6969.
Speaking of gimmies, huh?
Yep, Zach Brown.
Nice.
God,
no relation to Matt.
No relation to Franny's husband.
Or Charlie.
October 9th. I'm so excited for this concert. I'll be there at the I Think Financial this Sunday night, Zach Brown concert. You got a chance to win tickets right now. Who's most likely to? Franny will give you a scenario, and then... Like, it might be like, who would leave money on the dresser? Would that be Jimmy, Franny, or Greek? And that's a hard pick. I mean, really, those are tough questions. But we make them a little bit
Obviously, I'm the one leaving the money. You're the one getting the money.
Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate it. Even if somebody pays you $1 for sex, it means that, you know what? You got paid for sex. So we got to look at it.
That's true.
The good thing. Justified.com.
It's a nice feeling to get paid for sex. I gotta be honest.
I'm sure it is.
Doesn't make you feel like a prostitute?
No.
Okay.
Prostitution is a whole different level. Anything you get paid for, you get paid to be on the radio because you're a professional. So it doesn't make it good or bad. It's just, hey, you want to pay me for my services. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Obviously, if you've listened over the last 19 years and change. Zach Brown tickets right now on the cover. So make sure you guys call us, 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. When we get some people on hold, we'll bring you guys on, and then we'll get ready to go.
Yeah, so this is always a great concert if you've not seen Zach Brown Band, whether you're a fan or not. I have a feeling you'll become one if you're not, because they just jam country, rock. They are just an incredible band to see live, and that is on October 9th, which is this Sunday at the I Think Financial Amphitheater, and we are playing Who's Most Likely To.
Are you a fan, Franny?
I go every year.
What's your favorite song?
Love them. Chicken Fry, Toes in the Sand. They have a lot of good ones. Yeah.
Let me see if we have Toes in the Sand.
Chicken Fry was the first one I ever heard from Zach Brown Band.
All right. I know we have that one.
Yeah.
We gotta have. Oh, it's just Toes, right?
Toes.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna get some more people on the line here.
877-927-6969. That is the number to call. If you guys want to get involved and go to a great concert Sunday night to end a perfect weekend. Who wouldn't want to go to a concert on Sunday night and be like, all right, I'm hanging out, seeing Zach Brown, and enjoying myself at the I Think Financial Amphitheater. Great place. Franny's been there many times.
The amphitheater?
Yeah, I've been there once.
Yes.
And had a very good time. Years ago, I went to Aerosmith with an associate of ours at iHeartMedia, and we had a very nice time.
I love that venue. They do a good job. I like being outdoor for concerts.
It's nice. Mm-hmm. And it's rare that you have a place that locally that you can be outside and also enjoy the beautiful weather that we have in South Florida that we offer you every day. Like this talented radio show on 92.1 Real Radio. Don't forget, this Friday we'll be out again at Strike Cigar Lounge. Come on by. First month, only one person beat me, so that grand prize is right there for you guys. 7 games against the spread. Last week I went 5-2. But you get a chance to win a 70-inch TV or a trip to Vegas at Circa Casino and Hotel. You'll really have a great time there. I have friends who've been there many times, and they love it. And it's a heated pool. So if you go in January, you're going to be able to still enjoy the pool.
And he says that because just Google it. Look at the pictures, because if you do, you'll understand, because that massive sports book outside, you are lounging on loungers and you're in the pool, and that's how you are enjoying the sports book, is right there outside. It's pretty damn cool.
We have an open invitation, too, to go there anytime we'd like from the Visa Network, which is so nice. They have studios right by the pool.
That is really nice. When are we going? You're just telling me about this.
I thought I did tell you.
No, never
I just
did.
told you now. Jimmy, are we ready?
What happened?
I don't believe you.
What did I miss?
I don't believe it until it happens.
What I miss? Franny, you tell me, because I know I'll get the truth.
I guess we got invited to Vegas, but I don't believe it until it happens, because he's never told me this, and I was supposed to go. Remember when he was supposed to get me to the iHeartRadio Music Festival, and that didn't happen.
That whole mess.
So I'm just one of those.
Don't you ever leave? I apologize. I said I was sorry, and the Visa Network has invited us, the Greek Zone, to go out there, and they said,
that's you.
But they also.
That's not me. We're the Penthouse.
I know, but I told them I'd do another show, and they said you could bring whoever you like. So I was like, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I have a feeling it's not true. All right, let's do this.
Guys ready to play a little game called Who's Most Likely To?
I'm ready. Cameras up.
All right. Oh, good call there, Franny. We are starting with Jason. Jason, welcome to the Penthouse. How you doing, bud?
I'm good. How you guys doing today?
Doing pretty good, man. You big Zach Brown fan?
I've heard a lot of great things about them. I have not seen them, but I'm anxious to hit these tickets and go check them out.
Well, this is a great way for you to go check out the Zach Brown Band. That's Sunday, October 9th at I Think Financial Amphitheater. We're going to play a little game. It's called Who's Most Likely To. Franny, right?
Yep.
Franny's going to read a scenario, and the three of us are going to vote amongst ourselves who is most likely to fit that scenario, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy. And you have to guess who we voted for, okay?
I got it.
All right, here we go. We'll get a little Zach music going here. You like a little chicken fried?
Oh, I love that song.
All right, Jason.
Only he can get away with
I
that.
know. Out of the three of us,
Amazing.
Jimmy, Greek, or Francis, and give us a moment after I ask you the question so we can place our votes. All right, out of Greek, Jimmy, or Francis, who is most likely to be plotting revenge right now?
All right, we have our answer, Jason. Out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who is most likely to be plotting revenge right now?
I'm going to go with the Greek.
I'm not that guy.
Oh,
Nope.
Jason, I'm sorry.
I like to spread love.
I guess I'm the diabolical one here.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
I like to spread something.
Jason, can I ask you a question before you? Are you the gentleman who won Greek Gridiron?
No, but I win tickets all the time, though.
Okay.
I hit for Santana. What's the last recent one I just hit for?
Okay.
Oh, nice.
All right, well.
Yeah.
All right, well, congratulations on Santana. All right, buddy. Thank you for listening.
Maybe next time. Right next up, we have Steve on the line. Steve, welcome to the Penthouse.
How you doing?
Good, Steve. Thank you for listening to Real Radio. How long you been listening?
Oh, over 20 years.
Wow.
Nice. You big Zach Brown Band fan?
Yeah, but more my wife than me, but, I got to do it for her.
Oh,
good
wonderful.
husband.
That's a love that. All right, we're going to play a little game. Who's most likely to? Franny's going to read a scenario. The three of us are going to vote who's most likely to fit that scenario, and you have to guess who we voted for, okay?
Got it.
All right, here we go.
All right, Steve, out of three of us, and just give us a moment after I ask you the question so we can silently place our vote. So out of Jimmy, Greek, or Francis, who is most likely to buy a Happy Meal just for the toy?
All right, we have our answer, Steve. Out of the three of us, myself, Jimmy, Francis, or Greek, who is most likely to buy a Happy Meal just for the toy?
Got to go, Jimmy.
There you
Nice
go.
job.
Great job.
That's how you win it right there, and especially now that they have adult ones.
Yeah,
right?
they're bringing back the old school Hamburglar and Grimace and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, buddy. Great job, Steve. I'm going to put you on hold. If you would, hang tight for a couple minutes, and I'm going to get back with you on a break, and we'll get you set up with those tickets to see Zach Brown Band this Sunday. All right, bud?
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Congrats.
Nice job. That's how you do it, kid.
Yes, it is. And if you're like, dang it, I really wanted those tickets, we're going to be doing Zach Brown again on Thursday.
Oh.
Yes, 11:45, same place, same time, probably the same game, but Zach Brown Band. And then tomorrow for our giveaway at 11:45, we got Pick Your Park, where we're doing a 4-pack of tickets of one-day passes to either Rapids Water Park or Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay.
Great job, Jimmy. Thank you for the help with the contest. You do it every day. You do a great job.
Well, I got a question for you guys. Do you look at reviews, Greek, when you look to buy a product or something or a hooker?
Hookers, yes. Products, no.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, because I'm a creature of habit. If I find something I like, I just stick with it.
Right.
Yeah, but not reviews.
Yep.
I should.
Yeah. Well.
I don't buy much online. I don't think I've ever purchased anything online. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's what matters. But then again, see, the thing is, a review can be a recommendation, right?
Yeah.
Sort of. So that's another way of looking at it. But
Restaurants.
But this article specifically was talking about reviews. How about you, Franny?
I do.
Do you ever read your reviews?
All the time. All the time. I check how many stars it's got. I check the reviews. Remember, we used to do the ridiculous reviews on Amazon here on the Penthouse.
Yeah,
too.
that's something we should bring back.
Yeah.
That was a fun little bit.
Yep.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of those reviews are fake. Oh, who knew, huh? The fake review marketplace is thriving, and there are overseas companies that are selling blocks of positive reviews on social media, groups that organize teams of reviewers too, and companies that offer all kinds of incentives to persuade genuine buyers to leave a favorable review. And sellers also provide refunds for other rewards to convince buyers to remove or edit negative reviews. So this is unfortunately becoming a problem because there's so many out there that are just fake, and people are, whether they're paying for it or for whatever reason, usually like they'll if you leave us a good review, we'll give you another like product, and they're
that's
doing that quite a bit.
happened.
Yeah.
So I have, and that's what tricked me. So I have purchased products before that had really good ratings and reviews, and when I got the products, then it comes with a little note saying, if you leave us a really good review and rating and a star rating, then we'll give you another free product. So then I'm like, man, I got duped. All those great reviews were, and that's what got me to purchase it, was because they did the same thing to everybody else. The product was okay, but it wasn't 5 stars and these amazing reviews that they had. But it came right with the product, a little piece of paper saying, we'll ship you another product. And this, if you write us a nice review and send it to us.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of them do that, and a lot of different, even like restaurants, bars, stuff like that. When you're out there, they'll come up to you. They've come up to me, hey, can you give us a good review? You know, even if it's not good. It would be nicer, but it's just life if you did it on your own.
Of course. And I have businesses that will ask me to do it, and they don't say a good review, but leave us a review. And typically I will only leave a review if it is a positive review. Yeah. There's only been one time, maybe twice, that I left a bad review, and that's because I gave the place multiple chances, and I just thought maybe people should know that it wasn't a great business. But other than that, I'll only do it if it's positive. And that's because people do that.
They trust it.
They do. And if you really like the place, especially if it's a local business, you should help and give them a positive review if that's the way you truly feel.
Yeah, and I did too for the longest time, especially, because we went through a while there that we were buying a lot of stuff on Amazon, so I was looking at a lot more of the reviews. But, Franny mentioned about the 5 stars there, and that's one of the things to watch out for. There are some red flags that you can look for. A very high percentage of all 5-star reviews is one tip-off, right? I mean, not every product is going to have 100% 5 stars all the time.
Yes.
And that's a red flag, just saying that these reviews may be fake. A lack of detail in the reviews, or very vague praise where it just says awesome or good stuff, something very short and to the point, and a generic type of review just says nice product. Another red flag that, people that want to talk about it are going to leave a little bit more than 3 words. Mentions of competing products. So in other words, if it's saying that, this is good, but it's better than so-and-so's product, that's probably a fake review. Because, you're not going to do that, right? Nope. I mean, if it's real, it's genuine, you're just going to say, hey, here is this, particular one, and their brand is good, and this is why. You're not going to say, well, it's better than so-and-so, which is mentioning of competing products. Wording similar in other reviews, and if it's just, the same thing over and over again, obviously a lot of those are going to be fake because somebody's just writing what somebody else wrote. Multiple reviews on specific dates. If it, like, all of a sudden they've got 25 reviews on one day, and then there isn't another one for a month or 2 months or 3 months, another red flag. See, there's some of the red flags that you can look for that are fake reviews. When they, so you'll see like pros and cons of a product, and if the review is nothing but explaining away the cons. Like what the bad parts of, and that's all that it is. It's like, not saying anything about the pros, not saying anything about your experience, but it's just taking the con side of it and
deflecting.
Yeah, and great word, deflecting away from it. While it may not be possible to avoid all false reviews, you can reduce their impact on your purchasing decisions. Start by confirming that product was actually reviewed, and some listings have multiple products, or switch the product listing to a newer version. That way you'll see the most recent reviews. And another thing too, and this is something that I started doing, is that when I was looking for some products that I wanted to buy, I went to YouTube and I looked for non-biased reviews on there. People that would actually show the product and give you a review that wasn't a representative to the company. That's one thing, obviously, right? I mean, if I want to buy a firearm and I want to a review on a Smith & Wesson, I'm not going to look to, I don't want to hear about somebody, I don't want to hear it from somebody that works for Smith & Wesson, right? Just as a, I mean, of course they're going to say nothing but positive about it. So you want to, get somebody that knows more about those type of products. And I tell you, that's one way that I've looked up a few ways to find some purchases and get a review that, to me, was more genuine than it was this. But, yeah, watch out for these fake reviews, especially on Amazon. It's been a problem lately. Amazon is trying to crack down on it, but, like anything else, I mean, it's a very difficult, very tedious thing to do.
Yeah.
So
I think you got to check all stuff, like you said, because you think today a lot of it, like you said, could be fake.
Yeah. And what Greek does a lot of times with things, find out from friends, and Franny, talk to people, find out from them too. And that way, at least you know that that's going to be something that's genuine and not just some fake out there that somebody's going to get a free, dish set.
Anytime somebody's telling you to go somebody, you got to worry about it. Like, go ask so-and-so or something like that. It's going to be a good review. It's not going to be bad.
I like to look at images, too, if it makes sense for things as well when you're looking at reviews, because when you scroll all the way down, especially on Amazon, you can look at actual images that people have taken of the products, too.
Especially with porn. Well.
Always goes back to porn with you, Jimmy.
Sometimes. Not always.
Everybody's got their haven. There's nothing wrong with that. It is the Penthouse. It is a Taco Tuesday. It's National Taco Day. It's Vodka Day. It's Cinnamon Bun Day. Also, it's Bun Day, if you see anybody with nice buns. We're going to come back with some fun facts and a lot more on the Penthouse on 92.1 Real Radio. Peace.
Hey, it's Rover. Catch Rover's Morning Glory weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. on Real Radio. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. It'll be comfortable out there for us, too. Humidity isn't too high. Temperatures are in the low to mid-80s. Might get a few showers late into the day. And overnight, as a weak front moves in, we're in the low to mid-80s for the remainder of the week.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's. Try Wendy's new Homestyle French Toast Sticks today. Wendy's new Homestyle French Toast Sticks are so good, some are saying they're better than their mom's French toast. Perfectly crispy on the outside, perfectly fluffy on the inside. Perfectly perfect in every way. Try Wendy's new Homestyle French Toast Sticks today and see if they're better than your mom's.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
Come on, we're going to be late to the cookout. I was just packing up my famous mac and cheese. I hope you packed the Pepto, too. Huh? Pepto-Bismol provides fast relief from heartburn and indigestion. You know, that uncomfortable feeling after you eat too much? And after the deviled eggs, baked beans, and barbecue ribs? You're going to need it. Barbecue ribs? I should probably pack an extra shirt, too. Good call.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
At EasyCater, food for work is our thing. Maybe that's why we get orders from 93% of Fortune 500 companies. So what's up with the other 7%?
Everyone, meet our newest employee, Susan. She has an idea that is going to revolutionize our food ordering.
Hi, Susan. So nice to meet you.
Unfortunately, she just gave her notice, and today is her last day.
I'm going to miss her. Why don't all companies order through EasyCater? Who knows? Order 24/7 from over 95,000 restaurants on EasyCater.com. EasyCater, food for work. That's our thing.
Nobody thought this was a good idea, but he's back. Weird Al Yankovic, without the props, costumes, and video screens, performing a bunch of obscure songs you barely remember. If you were able to avoid it the first time, here's your chance to avoid it all over again. Weird Al Yankovic, the unfortunate return of the ridiculously self-indulgent, ill-advised vanity tour.
2 shows, October 12th and 13th, The Parker. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
You wash your hands and brush your teeth, but what about your nose? How do you clean your nose?
with Navage. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, dirt, and germs, and it's why nose cleaning is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons: sinusitis, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they also find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Nearly 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying things like, "Best product I've ever used," and "Amazing, I love my Navage." That's because Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Here's the key point. Navage is good personal hygiene, and it's going to help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, Target, and online. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get internet, security, and voice for just $40 per month for 12 months when you add mobile. Plus, get free installation and ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 11/6/2022. Restrictions apply. Requires Eagle Bill and AutoPay. New Comcast Business 250 megabit per second internet. Security Edge and one voice line customers only. 2-year agreement required. Equipment taxes and other fees and subject to change. Must add mobile 90 days from internet install and keep all services for mobile discount. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 1H 2022. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Real Radio 92.1, broadcasting from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine at
iHeart Radio Station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you are back in the Penthouse on a National Vodka Day, a National Taco Day, a National Cinnamon Roll Day. I go on and on. Today is just a day of gluttony, it sounds like, and I'm in for it. Thank you so much for tuning in, whether you're listening on that FM dial, 92.1, 101.7, or the absolutely free iHeartRadio app. This is Franny. Of course, we have Jimmy in the Penthouse.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And Jimmy, if you can let them know how they can donate. Listen, the west coast of Florida, they still need our help. The recovery efforts are on their way, and I know that they're taking strides, but there's definitely need, and we're talking about financial need. They need donations, whether it comes to clothes. I know they're even looking for blood donors too, but iHeartRadio is partnering up with Salvation Army, and you have some information if people want to donate.
Well, there's a good part of it right there. Yeah, of course, Real Radio and iHeart Radio wants to help out, and we are calling that iHeart Cares, and we are getting together with the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County, and they're teaming up with people on the West Coast. Now, if you feel compelled and you'd like to maybe donate a couple dollars for a little bit of help and relief for those that affected so badly from Hurricane Ian, you can go to realradio921.com/Ian, and you can make a monetary donation there. We'd really appreciate it. Hey, everybody over there needs a little bit of a helping hand right at the moment. So if you can part with a couple dollars, maybe, it's a great way to do it. realradio921.com/Ian.
Thank you, Jimmy. Again, great message out there. If you guys can contribute anything, every little bit helps. Now it's time for some facts of fun.
It's Franny's Fun Facts.
Torn between tacos or vodka.
Oh, man.
I know.
Well, why don't you go 50-50?
All right. Let's do it.
Come on, Franny.
I can do 50-50.
Tell me about the taco.
According to historical records, taquerias.
What is it?
Taquerias, taco places.
Oh, taquerias?
Taquerias. Date back to the 19th century. Like taco stands, taco places, taco joints. Originally, they were small stands and later evolved into restaurant-type establishments. If you follow us on our social media, especially Instagram, Facebook, there is a story I posted on Real Radio 921 And you can check it out. And I asked the question, what is your favorite taco joint? So you can participate with that. Back in the day, tacos were considered poor people's food, even though it's still pretty inexpensive to get tacos, but everybody likes tacos. They said wealthy Mexicans didn't eat tortillas. They preferred bread, which is like more of a European thing. So the tortillas that you're used to seeing, whether they're crunchy or soft or whatever it is, I guess was more for the people who didn't have money.
Do you like it hard or soft?
I like both.
Either way?
Yep.
Greek?
I'm not a big taco guy. But
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
What about you? Hard or soft?
Soft, yeah.
Flour or corn?
Flour.
This is deep.
Corn's good though too. So
I know.
I go either way on that
Some
one.
corn is better than others.
I'm kind of bi on that one.
Yeah. Some corn is better. Some corn is better than others.
Most things.
I like the store-bought ones that like crumble when you like fold it, but then there's some that are like homemade or restaurant made it right there in the restaurant, and they just make them so good and delicious, and they're nice and fluffy. I don't know. I'm torn between that one. But also, we're going to do a little 50-50 on the taco vodka action.
All right. Let's get the Tito's action over here.
The claim is we don't know exactly. Sometimes you can pinpoint who invented the tacos. They say chances are the idea of filling a tortilla with beans or meat is as old as the tortilla themselves, which means that the origins of tacos should be traced way back to the Aztec Empire. The Mexican Department of Agriculture estimates that there's over 20,000 different taco recipes around the world. That's a lot of taco recipes. Yep. And then, as we know, not only here in the United States, but Mexico right now is celebrating Taco Day. The French have created their own version of tacos, which have very little to do with Mexican tacos, but they say it's very similar. While the French also use a flour tortilla, their version of tacos would be better described as like a grilled burrito, is what they say when it comes to tacos. And then let's skip on over to some vodka. Our favorite vodka here in the Penthouse is Tito's Hammy Vodka. Well, vodka can be used medically. It's an effective treatment for some health problems. Vodka is a great antiseptic. It's also a natural disinfectant. So next time you have a toothache or have a wound that needs to be cleaned, be thankful that you have vodka in your house.
Yeah.
Ow. Yeah, right? Oh, everything hurts. I'm out. Vodka can be used for relieving toothaches and cleaning wounds. There you go.
It's good to know.
See, it's medical.
Yeah. They say not only this, but it's also a great stress buster.
Oh, yeah.
For real. It said it helps in keeping your heart healthy when taken in moderation. And good news for skin lovers, it's also used as a toner. You put it right on your skin to detoxify and clean deep pores.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right?
You got to start using that.
Vodka can be used as an aftershave.
Really?
If you have vodka at your place, you can make a quick aftershave. Uh-huh.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not drunk.
I just have vodka on my face.
It's my aftershave.
Yeah, but they say the aftershave, you can use it with vodka. It says bay leaves. So you got to have a lot of things.
Oh.
Bay leaves, peppermint, eucalyptus oil. And you do it with a half cup of vodka, adding all these ingredients together, make a great aftershave that actually relaxes your skin and leaves a good fragrance. So I guess it doesn't because vodka doesn't have that much of a smell. A lot of people say it doesn't have a smell. I've smelled some vodkas that I can smell like the alcohol in it.
Like Jimmy said, you get pulled over, but what is that? My aftershave.
Yeah.
Cop's not going to believe that.
No, they're not. If you're trying to cut down on calories when you're drinking, say typically there's only about 100 calories per shot of vodka. So if just the thing is don't start mixing it with all kinds of stuff because that's when you rack up the calories when you're trying to do that.
What is the most calories in? Whiskey?
Probably say it's going to be like your darker.
Okay.
And probably more like a
bourbon?
Bourbon or
Scotch?
Like brandies, right? Because don't brandies have a lot of sugar,
cognacs,
extra sugars in it?
Yeah, brandies, cognac, stuff like that. Also on here, vodka and water go hand in hand. They say both vodka and whiskey mean water. Vodka is a Slavic word for water. This means in Russia and Slavic nation, vodka is equivalent to drinking water. That's why you see him drinking so much vodka. It looks like water, and it's also the purest form of a drink, so it's treated like water in those countries. And I have watched, what was it, Anthony Bourdain, R.I.P., I can't remember the name of the show, but I loved it. And when I watched them go to Russia, I mean, they sat down at a restaurant, and instead of giving you a glass of water, you sat there and you got a glass of neat vodka. Yeah. Man, everybody's got to be wasted over there. Don't they have a bear that's wasted over there? Remember that Russian bear that, like, you walk into a restaurant and people give it shots of vodka?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I used to bet with a Russian guy for years in New York. He's always making some vodka on Friday.
That's relevant.
Cool.
Did you drink vodka?
He always wanted to have a glass on Friday. Always did.
And this is interesting. Finally, we'll end it here with your vodka drinks. Like I said, they were drinking it neat. If you're not familiar with what neat means just straight out of the bottle, room temperature. That's neat.
Oh, I didn't know. I
not
thought
on
it
the
meant napkin
not on the
underneath.
rocks, which is on ice or whatever it may be, or shaken, or stirred, or straight up. They're all different. But if you've ever placed your bottle of vodka in the refrigerator, which I do every now and then, I like to do it with my tequila too. They said you're going to be amazed at how better it tastes. Keeping vodka in your freezer will actually spin its taste, making it more pleasing and creamier. Vodka already has a lot of heat in it. So when you keep it in the fridge, and I mean like spice when you taste it, so by keeping it in the fridge, it actually enhances the taste as the heat is all tamed and the spirit of the vodka, the flavors, comes out a bit stronger.
But I like that heat. The warmth from it.
Let me ask you something. On a restaurant or a bar, would that be unusual that if you ask them, like, hey, do you have a bottle, cold vodka, or no?
Yeah, most restaurants and bars probably won't have it already chilled. There's certain spirits that some will. Like I know some will do the Jaegers and Fireballs and
But
some
not vodka.
Patron
Really?
XO. I've seen it. I've seen in the coolers.
Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fair enough.
But
yeah,
not vodka.
but not vodka. No.
It's interesting.
All right, there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great job, as always. Some fun facts. We're going to come back in the Penthouse. We're going to tell you about the next James Bond. What age will he be? It is the Penthouse. Bond. Just Bond. We'll be back. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
There's very few cases where your name becomes something good.
Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, yeah, Pee Wee Herman, you're not good. Talk about a turnaround, man. You got to wait.
Because I think, okay, yeah, I've masturbated in public and didn't get caught. That sucks that it happened to Pee Wee Herman.
What was that? Wait, what?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
The can't-miss music event of the year is coming to the CW.
The 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars in all of music.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, Vegas?
Make some noise. I don't know if y'all ready for this.
All hosted by Ryan Seacrest from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Don't miss our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
This Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. on the CW.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. It'll be comfortable out there for us, too. Humidity isn't too high. Temperatures are in the low to mid 80s. Might get a few showers late into the day and overnight as a weak front moves in. We're in the low to mid 80s for the remainder of the week.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. As the leaves change, leave the hiring to Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
What the Florida is brought to you by Knox & Dunn. Strong and true Florida rum. Flavor straight from the barrel, nothing added. Try it today.
You know, there's nothing I hate more than dishonest business practices. So I built the company GiveMeTheVin.com around this slogan. We do what we say we're going to do when we say we're going to do it. We'll treat you with the respect that you deserve, and we pay too much for good cars. Show up at your house, check in hand, pay off your payoff. It's just that simple. GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. But what does that really mean for our clients? For you, it means that when you hire us, you don't just get a lawyer, you get a legal army, almost 800 lawyers alone. Your case is a big deal to us. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
What did 9 out of 10 people who died from COVID have in common?
They were 50 or older.
And if you have a condition like heart disease or diabetes, your risk is even higher.
COVID vaccines lower the risk of death.
Get your updated vaccine now. It could save your life.
We can do this. Find updated COVID vaccines at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
On the Happiness Formula podcast, Dr. Barry Schwartz, best-selling author of The Paradox of Choice and Why We Work, helps you tackle life's biggest decisions. Join the eminent psychologist as he combines vivid case examples with psychological insights to deliver vital takeaways you can use every day.
We should be asking how we can make good lives better, how we can move people from okay to really happy.
Listen to The Happiness Formula on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anna Jar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better? Or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
At EasyCater, food for work is our thing. Maybe that's why we get orders from 93% of Fortune 500 companies. So what's up with the other 7%?
Everyone, meet our newest employee, Susan. She has an idea that is going to revolutionize our food ordering.
Hi, Susan. So nice to meet you.
Unfortunately, she just gave her notice, and today is her last day.
I'm gonna miss her. Why don't all companies order through EasyCater? Who knows? Order 24/7 from over 95,000 restaurants on EasyCater.com. EasyCater, food for work. It's our thing.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Hayes the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
Former President Trump just made a big post to his Truth Social, and he's praising Dick Morris's new book, The Return. Trump says Dick Morris's bestseller is a great book and urges you to get it. The Return reveals Trump is running again and will even win. It's even predicted recent events. The Return alleges that big media, big tech, and the deep state have formed a secret alliance to stop Trump no matter what. But Morris predicts they will fail. Trump calls The Return fantastic, and Dick Morris is a real pro. And Newsmax says The Return is the book of the year. Already an Amazon #1 bestseller, you need to get Dick Morris's The Return in bookstores everywhere. Or check out the free offer from Newsmax and save $28. Just call 800-NEWSMAX. That's 800-NEWSMAX. Or go to thereturn911.com. Thereturn911.com. And get your copy today.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center. There's an accident in the Boca Raton area. Could cause you a bit of a delay. This is on the southbound side of 95, and it's just north of Yamato Road. FHP reports it's off to the shoulder. But again, you could have folks taking a look at it and slowing you down just a bit. Elsewhere, 95 is looking good. Turnpike, too. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Kelley Blue Book. Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer is an official offer to buy your car. Enter your vehicle ID info, answer some questions, then get a no-obligation offer to sell or trade it. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car, schedule a time, and drive away with confidence. For all of the its, kbb.com it.
The Stuff They Don't Want You to Know podcast delves into popular culture's most persistent mysteries. Now, there's something else that the guys at Stuff They Don't Want You to Know want you to know. They've got a new book coming out. Packed with illustrations, the Stuff They Don't Want You to Know book is written in the same smart conversational style you love hearing on a podcast. Available October 11th. Pre-order now at StuffYouShouldReadBooks.com or wherever you buy your books.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
Hayek.
Oh, Greek, National Cinnamon Bun Day? Would you consider it cheating if I brought your girl Cinnamon back to my place for some cinnamon buns? You know what the best part about eating cinnamon buns is, don't you, Greek? Getting that sweet, sticky cream all over your face. And then licking your fingers when you're done. Delicious.
Hey, this is Jimmy, Franny's cousin. Franny, did you say let's keep it in the family? Girl. When's the next reunion? Maybe we can hook up.
Yeah, the guy wearing a Yankee ring at the bar got it from Nutter's wife for getting past third base. And man, like if everybody else gets past third base with her, there must be a lot of rings out there.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You guys are MVPs today. Unbelievable job. If you like listening to us, you might like looking at us more, and you might not, but you can check us out on our website. Go to Real TV, check out Francis, Jimmy, and Greek, and that is sponsored by Monroe's in Palm Beach. And don't forget, Monday night, it's Boobs and Buckets. Who doesn't want to go there? Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
And the search is on for the new James Bond, and they are saying that it's going to be somebody in his 30s. So a lot of actors that are in their 40s or possibly 50s aren't going to get the role. They want to go with a younger James Bond, maybe because they want him to stick around for a while.
What if you look like you're in your 30s, but yeah, they want him to be around for a while? Because 40s is still young, so is 50.
Yeah, it depends how you look. I guess that's what they're saying. But obviously the last James Bond, he didn't want to do it anymore. He felt like, he was tight. He just didn't want it. He was tired of doing it. I don't know what's
Daniel Craig.
Yeah, Craig. He said he was tired of doing it. He got a little slack for that, getting millions and millions of dollars to be in a Hollywood movie, but he didn't want to do it anymore. They're looking for a new person. They said in the 30s is what they're saying.
Okay. Well, if you're also looking for an acting gig, maybe you're like, man, I don't know if I'm cool enough to be James Bond, but are you cool enough to be Prince Harry?
Who isn't?
Because it looks like I know a show that you enjoy, Jimmy, The Crown. Right? Were you watching The Crown? Yeah. So it looks like Netflix is looking for a young actor to play Prince Harry, but they are looking for age between 16 to 20 years old, and this is for season 6. And this is weird that normally they don't put things out there like that for kind of casting. Mm-hmm. It must mean that they're really having a hard time finding somebody. But
it does seem very odd,
right?
Yeah. Or maybe they want a total on the nose.
Well, and I think especially since they have done such a that's one of the things about that show that's so appealing is how fantastic of a casting job that they have done, finding people to portray the queen in each stage of her life, and of course Philip and Diana and the whole King Charles. The different characters that they've had, but especially them, the main characters.
Yeah. I guess they're having a bit of a hard time, and this is somebody who may want to break through in the industry. Maybe you have a kid who loves to act and has some similarities as far as physically, and they can change the color of her hair and do whatever it is. But they said no previous acting experience is required. So they are searching for a Prince Harry for this upcoming season. Netflix released a casting call looking for an actor, as they mentioned, between 16 to 20. And the advertisement requests all applicants send in a photo of themselves along with a 30-second video about something they love to do. They say no previous professional acting experience is required, just a strong physical resemblance to the prince is what they're looking for. I guess they are trying, they said the role of Prince Harry is slated to begin in November, the filming of it. Mm-hmm. So
that's great. I mean, for
close.
Somebody that wants to get into acting, it's a very tough field to get in. We all know that. You got a shot 1 in a million, and this is an opportunity. So if you got a likeness to him, maybe you have a child or somebody tell him. It is the Penthouse. It is a Taco Tuesday and also Vodka Day. We'll come back with a trifecta. I got some news about LeBron James and so much more. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
It's Ross Tucker. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
The Heat will tip off their preseason schedule tonight. They host Minnesota. The T-Wolves won't have big man Karl Anthony Towns. He's recovering from a throat infection. 3 straight wins have the Marlins poised to play spoiler again tonight against Atlanta. Miami blanked the Braves last night to delay an NL East title celebration. And an appeal date's been set for Brittany Griner's drug possession hearing in Russia. She'll appear in court October 25th. I'm Scott Davidson.
Hey, it's Ross Tucker. If you'd like to make games a little more interesting, download and listen to the newest episode of the Even Money Podcast with DraftKings, releasing every Tuesday, available wherever you listen to podcasts, football and betting, the Even Money Podcast.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. It'll be comfortable out there for us, too. Humidity isn't too high. Temperatures are in the low to mid 80s. Might get a few showers late into the day and overnight as a weak front moves in. We're in the low to mid 80s for the remainder of the week.
This report is sponsored by Chucky.
A new season is coming, and with it, major delays being reported due to another killer doll with a shady plan. Just how many Chuckies are there? Chucky rises again, and this time he wants to take over the world and our freeways. Chucky Season 2 premieres October 5th, only on USA and Sci-Fi.
Greek Trifecta is brought to you by 818 Tequila.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
At EasyCater, food for work is our thing. Maybe that's why we get orders from 93% of Fortune 500 companies. So what's up with the other 7%?
Everyone, meet our newest employee, Susan. She has an idea that is going to revolutionize our food ordering.
Hi, Susan. So nice to meet you.
Unfortunately, she just gave her notice, and today is her last day.
I'm gonna miss her. Why don't all companies order through EasyCater? Who knows? Order 24/7 from over 95,000 restaurants on EasyCater.com. EasyCater, food for work. It's our thing.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. Paid for by FMCSA.
This is Ernie Johnson Jr. Sports is about overcoming obstacles, and college coaches work hard to help young men overcome Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's called Coach to Cure MD, and you can help. Text the word CURE to 501-501 to donate $25 on your next mobile phone bill, or go online to coachtocuremd.org. Text the word CURE to 501-501. Help coaches cure MD.
Sponsored by the American Football Coaches Association. Texting and data rates may apply.
Are you committed to safety and have great customer service skills? Palm Tran is hiring. We're recruiting for bus operators, mechanics, and many other positions. Attend the Palm Tran Job Fair on Friday, October 7th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or Saturday, October 8th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll be making conditional offers on the spot. It's happening at Palm Tran's headquarters at 100 North Congress Avenue in Delray Beach. Again, join us October 7th or 8th. Go to palmtran.org for more information.
When the forgotten poor are in need of healing, they wait for a ship unlike any other. Mercy Ships, a floating hospital staffed by volunteers, heroes of mercy who donate their time to save lives.
Every human has the right to have a place at the table of the human race.
If you could just see the smiles that you get when lives have been changed, then it would make it all worth it.
To learn more about Heroes of Mercy, go to mercyships.org.
Are you the parent of a 2 to 7-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting free radio offer. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the Parents' Choice Award-winning online learning program that's actually changing the lives of early learners everywhere.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
Right now, we're offering a special radio promo to try it free for a month. But you have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to claim your free month. That's abcmouse.com/radio.
Sponsored by Age of Learning.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
the very beginning, and every workday since, at every shift and every individual effort, we carry a common purpose, a common cause. It's a duty we proudly honor, knowing behind every product we build is your faith in us. Dedicated to the craft of gun making. Dedicated to your freedom, the quality, security, and the promise of this great country. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. Learn more at smith-wesson.com.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Horse racing is a sport of kings, and you'll feel like a king when you stop by Tito's Raw Bar at Gulfstream Park. You'll be in the winner's circle every time. Great seafood and Tito's Handmade Vodka. So whether your horse wins or loses, you're in the winner's circle. It's Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar at Gulfstream Park. Horse racing is a sport of kings. Feel like a king for the day. Stop by Tito's Raw Bar. Peace.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Looking good along 95 right now. Had an accident near Yamato Road, but that has been cleared away. We're not seeing any major tie-ups on the Interstate Turnpike. Looking good. Some slowdowns along Okeechobee Boulevard, specifically eastbound coming off of Congress Avenue. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Tri-County Metals.
Hurricane damage? Tri-County Metals is fully stocked with 8 statewide locations. Next day. Comprehensive metal roofing package. Visit TriCountyMetals.com or call 877-766-3309.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
Yes, hello, this is David Lindhagen here with American Express. I'm looking for Greek, G-R-E-E-K, Greek. We have a suspicious charge on your account. Last night at 2:30 in the morning, you charged your card for Kim's Male-Only Mobile Massages, LLC. If that was an authorized charge, disregard this message. If not, you can give us a call back. Have a good day. Bye.
Now batting, number 99, Aaron Judd. Number 99.
Do you know what Greek has in common with James Bond? Pussy galore. Oy vey.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
This could be an omen for tonight that Judge breaks the record, because we just got that Judge now batting number 99. Just like with Oklahoma, we told you guys a couple weeks ago when we found that whole truck that tipped over with sex toys. This could be tonight, so we're going to see tomorrow.
There it is.
You never know. We've never heard that.
Bet the house on it.
Yeah, now batting number 99. So if it happens tonight, it's because of Real Radio. Number one audience in the world. You guys rock and sock 'em it. Jimmy's here.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what is up?
Trifecta time.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, we'll stick what's on the menu. Mr. Judge has another chance tonight in Texas. He's got, I believe, 3 games left to get number 62. I think some people, if he didn't get it, be like okay with it because him and Roger Maris tied. But I think more people are pulling for him that he breaks it. Every time he gets up at bat, wherever I am at, if there's a TV up, they show it. Franny was talking about over the weekend, they showed it. I watched him last night a couple times, and there's got to be so much pressure on him. So he's got 3 games left. I'm thinking maybe 12 to 14 at-bats. It's going to be tough, but maybe he can do it. Last night there was a football game, Monday Night Football. The Niners won 24-9. Their defense played unbelievable, and they beat the Rams for the 6th time in a row. And Jimmy G, all he does is win. Nobody wanted him in San Fran, but guess what? They like him now, and he's winning. They're 2-2 so far this year, and we'll see what happens. You never know. He might end up being the quarterback next year because of the injury they had to their new draft pick that they love so much. And it's got to be so tough for him to go into work every day and see his, coach and, general manager knowing that they didn't want you. But I guess when you're getting paid, you're like, screw it. Basketball is back in about 3 weeks, and there almost was a blockbuster trade with the Lakers with Westbrook, but LeBron James said no. He was not pushing for that trade. And if LeBron doesn't want somebody gone, guess what? They're not leaving. He has a big influence on every franchise he's with. I don't know about the Heat as much, but he had a big influence on Cavaliers and the Lakers. LeBron says he's back, he's focused, he's ready to get back and wear his crown, and the Lakers are ready to get back into the championship. We'll see what happens. But Westbrook and him, there was always reports they didn't get along. I guess they get along because LeBron would have definitely had him traded. And that is your trifecta. Peace.
So we've heard about a lot of ridiculous things that happen at weddings. And I know that people spend a lot of money, and a majority of that money comes from the food.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Entertainment.
During cocktail hour, that sit-down dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And people even say that there's certain rules of etiquette that, or when it comes to gifting, especially cash, that you should think about how much the food is per plate.
Per plate.
Per plate when it comes to it. Well, this person was like, are you serious? So he is blasting a situation that's went on, and it's because some newlyweds decided that they were going to charge him a little extra. And the reason why, and I'm not talking about a bunch of money, it was like $4. But the reason why is because they saw him having an additional piece of wedding cake.
How can they charge him more? That's what I don't understand. He brought a gift already.
So I understand, but he claims he was caught on CCTV munching on an additional piece of cake. And I guess the newlyweds saw it, and they checked over the footage from their special day. Isn't that interesting that they checked over the security footage? Like, let's see what happened. Or I don't know.
Who ate cake?
I don't know what they were trying to catch. But the guy he said that the couple messaged him a few days after the wedding, after reviewing this CCTV footage, and ordered him to pay an extra, I mean, this is in euros, but it'd be like $4 ASAP is what they said. He said he claims the guests were all asked to pay towards the cost of the cake on the big day, which he did, which is, I have not heard of that before.
No.
Yeah. The guests were asked to pay towards the cost of the cake, of the wedding cake. Mm-hmm. So I guess they weren't pleased after learning that he went and helped himself to another slice, and sent him a message saying that they owe $4. Now, I don't know if this is real or not. Of course, everything on the internet can be fake, but how ridiculous is that?
It's really scumbuddy.
Half the time, the wedding cake is even like halfway done. A lot of people pass on the wedding cake. I've seen it happen because weddings sometimes with the full course, with the dinner, they have maybe 3 to 5 course meals. We'll have dessert on top of the wedding cake.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to find out what somebody pays for a wedding, too. You could just call up the establishment and say, I'm thinking about having a wedding. What do you guys get per plate? And if you want to cover it, you can. Maybe you already covered it.
Yeah, so I guess that's what happened. They
sounds like it was held in a barn.
This is crazy.
And everybody like chipped in, $15 in order to have like some ziti brought in and a wedding cake.
I guess when they asked to chip in, they didn't give like the rules, stipulations to doing it. They were just asking for people to chip in. And so when they went back and they were talking about it, first I love that we were like, hey, we were just looking at the CCTV footage and saw you had 2 pieces of wedding cake.
Oh my God.
We announced that each guest must pay per slice and notice that you only paid for 1. Can you please send that $4 ASAP? Now, that is, to me, as G-Man would say, scumbuddy, ridiculous.
They're not going to be friends anymore.
I mean, it's $4. $4 is so dumb to lose a friendship over.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
I would let him know that this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Send it to them in pennies.
Especially if you
or whatever their equivalent is over there.
Especially if you purchased a gift, too. I mean, I don't know everything that happened in this situation.
Yeah, that's why have you ever heard of that?
Mm-hmm.
No.
But have you ever heard of somebody just after the wedding being like, oh, let's check out the security footage? Let's look at the CCTV and see if anybody did anything shady at our wedding.
Oh, my God.
Listen, I get it because I've heard, actually, it happened to one of my friends. If something does happen that's shady, and I'm saying shady, the boxes where you put your gift cards and stuff in and your cards, weddings, somebody stole. And it was at a nice venue, the whole entire box. And that was probably thousands upon thousands of dollars.
It happens.
Because it was a big wedding. It was a nice wedding at a nice venue. Mm-hmm. And I can't believe it. I never followed up. That was a handful of years ago. I never followed up, but I would assume hopefully there was cameras in that place too to see who did it.
You don't know. Maybe. I mean, but again, a gift's a gift. Whatever you get, you should be happy. To charge somebody $4. I sort of think maybe this is a little bit of the kiboshi, like it's not even true, but who the hell knows? Who would even call somebody who gave you a gift and say, hey, you owe me $4 for a piece of cake?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's brutal. You got to know the person's going to be upset, mad, angry.
So he shares a screenshot of them sending him a video, the footage of CCTV of him eating that second piece of cake.
I guess the cake was good.
And it could be a fake screenshot too, but he's like, don't know what you mean. And they were like, hey, so we just looked at the CCTV and saw you had two pieces and sent him like the video.
That's bad.
It is so lame.
You just invited somebody to your wedding, which means they must be somebody significant in your life and a good friend if it's not a family member. And you're going to really call them for a $4 piece of cake? Who cares? There must be something that we don't know that they don't like. I wonder if they went around to everybody. Said, hey, you got some more cake? You took three extra shrimp.
That was part of what Franny was saying in the beginning, was that everybody chipped in for it all. And I've never heard of that
I haven't either. It is very odd. Listen, I know, I get it. Weddings are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's the case, then you have to find ways to cut down on
That's
costs.
right. You cut back. Or you cut back on the people you invite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's two ways to do it. Cut back on what you're doing or cut back on the amount of people. And people will understand. 877-927-6969. What do you think? You think this story is true? Also, it's Taco Day. If you have a place that you love their tacos, give them a little shout out. It doesn't have to be here. It could be, but maybe you were someplace else and went on vacation, or maybe you were south or north and you had the best tacos in the world. And you said, man, these tacos are the best. Vodka, we know it's Tito's all the time for us in the Penthouse for years and years and years. We love Tito's handmade vodka. 877-927-6969.
Jimmy at realradio921.com is another way that you can get in touch with the show, like AJ did. Things Greek won't endorse. Blonde hair dye, brunettes only. Rolex, Red Sox, unless they cover. Going deep sea fishing. Who are we kidding? Greek will endorse anything if you paid him enough. Well, that's true.
That's true.
Things Jimmy won't endorse. Non-alcoholic beer. Warm beer, flat beer, expensive beer, out-of-stock beer. Things Franny won't endorse. Moist wipes. Moist.
Stop.
I'm reading the email, Franny. It says moist 3 times there. You see that right there?
No,
I know you can see that.
thank you. Yeah.
The Florida Gators or dating Greek. Ha, ha, ha.
He's not wrong.
Jimmy at realradio921.com.
I would endorse other people dating you. Look at his face.
It is what it is.
Blank
I want
stare.
everybody to know that I'm biting my tongue right
Blank
now.
stare. I would. I told you I would help you out. I don't have anybody personally.
It's fine. I didn't gonna say anything.
Okay. Yeah, but that look was that would just like said everything that needed to be said. That death stare.
We talk about something. We were just talking about reviews. One thing that I find to be not cool is when you buy something from a place and they ask you for surveys. Now it could be a car, it could be a house, it could be anywhere, but they put pressure on you and they tell you have to put all 10s. Now I'm going back to what Jimmy said, and I believe this, and you said this. I always say to the person, if it's all 10s, doesn't it look odd? Like everything can't be all 10s.
Right.
I'm serious.
But it's so true. It's funny that you say this. I recently got a survey from the gym that I go to.
Yeah.
And they know when you check in, when you went there. But I go there 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And I got a survey saying, we want to know about your recent visits. So I guess they just randomly send these out. And I was like, all right, whatever. I like the gym I go to. So I did the survey. Mm-hmm. And the best you can get is highly satisfied. Mm-hmm. So it was highly satisfied, indifferent, or whatever it is.
Right.
And so there was only a couple that I put highly satisfied when they were talking about the staff. I really enjoy the staff. The girl at the front's awesome. So highly. But the rest was just satisfied. I'm just satisfied. I'm not highly satisfied. So because of just the satisfied, they would, after the fact, after it, I was getting emails and messages wondering why you're just satisfied and not highly satisfied. I was like, why can't we just be okay with being satisfied?
Yeah, I just think
they were blowing me up on my email and text messages. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I thought satisfied was a good thing.
Yeah, I don't think that it's cool that they ask you. I think it should be obviously optional. If you want to do it, fine.
Yeah.
But if you don't give them all 10s, I had the same thing from 3 places that they called me. Like, why?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gave like 8s or 9s. I didn't give anything below that.
Perfection's hard to get.
Yeah, I'm like, and I thought what you said, and it triggered it. Last segment we were talking about. It seems fake. If everything's a 10, we talk about that in other things. Everything's great. Well, either you're lying or you don't care. So I don't know. I think that's something that they shouldn't do. And if they do get a number that they don't like, you don't have to put pressure on the person.
No.
And I've had people who work at the places text me and call me and say, please, it affects my job. You got to give me a 10. And to me, that's a fake grade.
I understand that. And it's unfortunate that it has to be that way for them. Really,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's very unfortunate. I mean, that's actually sad. That's a very sad thing that person's job relies. I mean, because if that's the case, and again, like you said, I mean, now people have to give fake reviews in order for him to, for his job. I mean, that's terrible.
Three different establishments that are major companies. The people called me, texted me, and not once, 2 or 3 times. Please, please,
Yeah,
please.
and it's bothersome. It's kind of annoying. It makes you want to go back and change your 8 to a 7.
But you don't want to hurt the guy,
Of
the person, right?
Of course.
And then
that breaks my heart.
And then I wrote in comments, the person's name on all 3 did an excellent job. They always said, do you want to do anything else? I put...
Because it's not specifically to the guy, right? It's a lot of its company, but then they ask you questions about that particular person.
And all 3 people, I said, they did a great job. I was very satisfied with what they handled. It made me feel good as a customer. And that was it. But, I mean, 3-4 times, all the time. And then the worst, one person called me back and said, you gave me 8s on a couple things, and that hurt me. And I'm like, look, I'm sorry, but I don't think it's cool that you're telling me. I mean, like, it was an 8 or it was a 9 or whatever, and that's still high to me. I can see if I gave 1 or 2s. You know what I mean? Or
8 and 9 is a great score.
Yeah.
It is. It's a great score. When you have that many options, right? That's a great score. That's above average. And that's why I was surprised with this, but was satisfied was the second best you could get. It's like second best. I mean, I understand everybody wants to be the best.
Yeah.
They got some highly satisfied, but I'm giving you that's how I feel.
I've been dealing with a lot of doctors and hospitals lately, and I had no idea how many times they send out, please review, review, send us a review, send us a, and I was just, I didn't realize that was such a thing, right? And apparently it is. My dentist sends one out now.
Yep.
You see that all the time. It's not just by
I just got one from my
product.
dentist. Yeah, I just got one by my dentist. Yeah. And the whole thing. And I never realized this until years ago. I thought nobody looked at them. I just did. I just thought they went someplace, but...
they clearly do.
Yeah. I realized years ago, and I told the story, I went to Atlantis, and they set me up for a weekend, and the girl I was dating wrote a couple negative things. And they called me on Monday, and they were not happy. Like, why, what was this? What was... And they were little nickel and dime complaints, because I wouldn't even have done the survey. She did it. But obviously people look and they count it and they judge people on it. I think if you have a good worker, that should be enough, because somebody could just put whatever. Doesn't mean the guy's not or girl's not doing a good job. They just not like the person. Who the hell knows? But yeah, I definitely feel pressure when they tell me. And the one place I went back the second time and I said, look, I know about the survey. You told me, I'll take care of it. But I thought what you did and triggered my head. If it's all 10s, it's got to be not true.
Well, but see, in a case like that, are those reviews? Is that a review that people are going to see, or is that in a company?
In the company,
within the company,
within the company. They're all in the companies.
Right.
Yeah, because they say it's all 3 establishments are in the company. They're not, they don't ever say, hey, this goes out.
So it's not like you're going to see somebody, Joe Public is going to see
No, I'm not
that.
putting anything on social media.
Just for them, just for their boss.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not that it really much matters. I mean, because you really shouldn't lie for, for whatever reason. And like you said, you gave him an 8. That was good.
I thought
good service. I mean, you really didn't have any, so in your mind, what would have made it a 10 in reality? I mean, was there that much? I mean, how much of a difference would it have been? Or did you just, again, you only gave it an 8 so it wouldn't look fake?
Yeah, I did that more than I thought if I did all...
More that than anything else.
Yeah, okay. I thought if I did all 10s, it looks like there's nothing I don't think there's anything when you go someplace that's always a perfect 10. Where I live, they give you surveys every month, and they want to know, is this good as that? And it's not. I'm sorry. I'm not going to complain every month, but there are things that are not done, and for the price that I pay, should be done. So
that's easy.
Yeah. And they're not all 10s. They're not even 5s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they'll say, how is the security? It's not great.
No, it's not.
Sorry. It should be.
Yeah.
You want better security? There should be somebody at every door.
Joe got in.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. But I feel pressure. And when I say pressure, I don't mean like, oh my God, I can't sleep at night. But when the person calls you and says, hey, you got to give me 10s. You got to give me 10s. And, I just don't think it's cool. I think if you want to fill out the survey, cool. And if you don't, you don't. I mean, that's just the way it should be. But I don't think the person should go, because I feel bad. Let me put it this way. I feel like, you know what, I could be affected.
Well, that's pressure you're putting on yourself.
Sure.
And and I get it, because I would do it too.
Yeah.
So don't give me, I'm not pointing a finger like you're bad. I mean, I would feel the same way, and I'd do the same thing. But, it's not them as much putting the pressure. But, yeah, I agree with you.
Well, if somebody comes to me and asks me 2-3 times, I feel pressure.
Well,
it's like when you're at Publix and they said, you want to donate. At the register every time. You don't want $1,
Yes.
you want to do that.
I've learned to get over that guilt because I was the
me
same.
too.
I have. I just because it's this because I always did, and I was just like, all right, I need money too. So
You're not the only one.
I'll give you $1 if you give me 10.
Now, you know who does need a little bit of help right now? Those are our friends on the West Coast with Hurricane Ian. Obviously, a lot of people over there devastated, and Real Radio and iHeart wants to help with the iHeart Cares relief effort. Now, we've partnered with the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County, who has been actively involved in relief efforts on the West Coast. So if you would like to send some sort of a monetary donation, go to realradio921.com/Ian. It's a simple way that you can donate a couple dollars to help our friends over on the West Coast.
Thank you, Jimmy. Great message. Again, anything helps. Could be $1, could be $10. Whatever it is, they are definitely in need. We hope our neighbors, everything gets back to normal for them. But with donations, it'll definitely help them. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. We gave away Zach Brown tickets. Tomorrow, we got an opportunity for you to pick your park. It's either going to be Rapids Water Park or Busch Gardens. And then Thursday, we go back to Zach Brown. And don't forget, Friday, we'll be back at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca, for Greek Gridiron with that big grand prize 70-inch TV and a trip to Vegas. Franny, you know we're coming back with Florida stories. You got anything that you want to put on the pancake?
Yeah, we have somebody who is definitely on the pancake.
On the pancake?
Just ignore it. Just keep on. Just gotta barrel through it.
Plow right through.
Barrel right through.
Like a 10-foot snowdrift. Just keep plowing.
Little syrup, butter.
Yes. What toddlers are not meant for is to be human shields. Don't worry, he ended up okay, but it is a very dramatic, traumatic video that was caught on body cam, realradio921.com on the Penthouse blog. And then we do have some good news coming from the Humane Society on the Treasure Coast. If you are interested, I will fill you in your What the Florida on Real Radio 92.1.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. It'll be comfortable out there for us, too. Humidity isn't too high. Temperatures are in the low to mid 80s. Might get a few showers late into the day and overnight as a weak front moves in. We're in the low to mid 80s for the remainder of the week.
This report is sponsored by News Nation. Chris Cuomo is back with a new show on a new network. Catch Cuomo weeknights on News Nation at 8/7 Central. To find News Nation on your television provider, go to newsnationnow.com/join us.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
On a busy construction site, things can be misinterpreted. Bring in the bulldozer. It can sound a lot like,
Building looks mediocre. Designs need a do-over.
or even,
Install a roller coaster? Okay.
be on the same page at every stage with Autodesk. From the designers to the field crew to the owner of the finished building, Autodesk Construction Cloud gives everyone clarity. Now, can we actually bring in the bulldozer?
Football is back. Come on out to Hurricane Grill and Wings this Sunday. for our next Miller Lite watch party of the season as Miami takes on New York. Great food and drink specials, including $3 Miller Lite drafts during all live televised pro football games all season long. Real radio swag, and a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Fins game. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. Hurricane Grill and Wings, 1729 Southeast Indian Street in Stewart. See you there.
You wash your hands and brush your teeth, but what about your nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, dirt, and germs, and it's why nose cleaning is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons: sinusitis, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they also find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Nearly 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying things like, best product I've ever used, and amazing, I love my Navage. That's because Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Here's the key point. Navage is good personal hygiene, and it's going to help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. Paid for by FMCSA.
At EasyCater, food for work is our thing. Maybe that's why we get orders from 93% of Fortune 500 companies. So what's up with the other 7%?
Everyone, meet our newest employee, Susan. She has an idea that is going to revolutionize our food ordering.
Hi, Susan. So nice to meet you.
Unfortunately, she just gave her notice, and today is her last day.
I'm gonna miss her. Why don't all companies order through EasyCater? Who knows? Order 24/7 from over 95,000 restaurants on EasyCater.com. EasyCater, food for work. It's our thing.
From the very beginning, and every workday since, at every shift and every individual effort, we carry a common purpose, a common cause. It's a duty we proudly honor, knowing behind every product we build is your faith in us. Dedicated to the craft of gun making. Dedicated to your freedom, equality, security, and the promise of this great country. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. Learn more at smith-wesson.com.
Thinking about buying a home? If you need a mortgage, listen up. It's not just about finding the right house or signing a contract. If you can't get through the closing, then it's all for nothing. Mike Rao, the mortgage guy with the mortgage firm, has been so successful helping so many families for years, he's the mortgage professional you can trust. Mike Rao with the mortgage firm, NMLS 189233, Florida license MLD 78. Equal housing lender. Call 888-973-7828 or go to floridatalkrealestate.com. Your one-stop real estate shop.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Tuesday drive up to speed and accident-free along our Palm Beach expressways. We are looking good on the Turnpike in 95. Jupiter, we have that ongoing Brightline track work. Riverside Drive closed from Old Dixie to Cypress Drive. Use Tequesta Drive instead, and make sure that you slow down for bicycles on the ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
While gas prices continue to be expensive, the cost of taking a Brightline train is coming down, with fares now starting at $10 when you book at least 2 days before you ride. Dump the pump. Book today at Go.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and
3733. WZZR, West Palm Beach. Real Radio 92.1. Real talk for the Palm Beaches. An iHeart radio station.
We need Greek to be the next James Bond. He's not British, and he doesn't have a license to kill. He's Greek, and he's got a license to bet and hire prostitutes. He doesn't carry a gun, He solves his problems by throwing money at it. His call sign? 00G7. The G stands for Greek, obviously, but the 7 stands for the 7-horse at Gulfstream Park, which is the orange horse, which is Frank Sinatra's favorite color, by the way.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
When all else fails at the track, bet to 7. Orange, Frank Sinatra's favorite color. Bet to 7 one time, all 10 races, and I left the track. It was probably my best day I ever had. 3 long shots came in. Unbelievable. I'll never forget that morning. Handicapping 101, as Jimmy would say. Take a line from him. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Oh, hello.
Well, good afternoon. Time for some Florida stories.
To be the next.
Sorry.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida. I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Baby, it's me, Cinnamon.
Gets me every time.
Buttons are just too close to one another. I'm having a little trouble over here.
Yeah, just hits it accidentally. Oh, my God. That voice will make you wake up in a nightmare.
Well, we did have a very scary situation that happened.
It was scary.
It was, and it was all caught on video. In fact, this was body cam footage that got this, and you can watch as this all shakes down. There was a gentleman, I say that loosely. His name is Brandon Matthew Douglas Leonard of Palm Coast area. Well, he is, we have to say, suspected of abducting his girlfriend's 1-year-old from her home while armed with a gun. Deputies were called. They ended up finding him, and they said that he was driving recklessly. As they looked, the child is on his lap. When they tried to pull him over, he just kept on going, fleeing from the cops, driving into oncoming traffic. Eventually, he pulls into a shopping center and then stops right in front of a McDonald's drive-thru and parks right there. Well, he exits his vehicle with the child in his arms, and he's basically using, because the cops are telling him to put the kid down, put the baby down, and he has the 1-year-old in front of him like a human shield. It's insane. Well, they were able to tase him and not affect or hit the child, thank goodness. And so the taser worked in the way that they were able to snatch the child from his arms, but it did not work enough to where the guy just kept on going. They said he tried to escape deputies. He even tried crawling underneath a truck, and he was able to run away. If you watch the video, you can hear him yelling at him, telling him to stop. Of course, he did not, and it looks like they had to deploy another tase and then the canine. So eventually the canine grabbed him by his leg, and it looked like that's what got him to eventually get detained by cops and handcuffed. They said that he was treated by a paramedic, and the 1-year-old child is okay. They said the child is unharmed and was returned to his mother. But this guy, he's in a bit of trouble. Kidnapping, using a minor as a shield, resisting with violence, child neglect, fleeing and eluding, and reckless driving are all the things that he has been charged with. And then I did mention this last time. I'm trying to find an embeddable video, which means I can put it on the website. I have not found one yet, but this is crazy footage of a massive wave. And this happened Friday morning. I totally missed this. So it swept up on a group of people who were walking on a boardwalk in South Beach. This is according to Miami officials. You can see passerbys just minding their own business, having a nice little stroll. And then they say they got dragged into what is called a government cut, as first responders immediately were radioed for ocean rescue. This one person was like, I've lived here since 2013. This is the first time I've ever seen this level of turbulence, debris, and a wave like that. So it was just this big old thing. You know, it kind of reminds you if you ever go to the parks and they have those, the one I can recall is Splash Mountain and Six Flags, but I think Universal has one where people like to stand on the bridge and the boat goes down and there's just that massive. So think about that times 10 or more. But unfortunately, 6 people were injured, taken to the hospital, but just with minor injuries.
Now, the boardwalk is very far because it runs right next to all the hotels. And then you got the beach. That's pretty far.
The wave is insane. It's
I
crazy.
want to see this out.
I have the video in front of me. I just have, for some reason, I'll see if I can find it where I can put it on the website, because it is. You're just minding your own business, having a nice stroll, and all of a sudden this, massive wave comes and takes him down. And then we have a gentleman who decided he was going to venture into the dark web. And now he is accused of hacking and selling hacked online accounts, has pled guilty to attempted tax evasion. Fort Lauderdale man would use all kinds of techniques to conceal from the IRS over $1 million in cryptocurrency that he earned through the illegal dark web transactions. They said he just had a hearing in front of the Fort Lauderdale U.S. District Judge Rodney Smith, and he admitted that he used cryptocurrency to buy and sell hacked online accounts. He was able to get all their login information, usernames, and passwords. And with this, he got connected to paid movie and music streaming services, pornography websites, educational websites, rideshare services, all kinds of stuff. They said, in fact, his dealings were with like Netflix, Uber, Spotify, sports websites. So it's crazy the kind of information that people will sell you on the dark web. I actually saw a list the other day. I don't know if it was with you, Jimmy. It was with somebody. And it was crazy to see how much they will sell these things for. And it's not a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Like a password to, I think it was like your bank account or something,
Wow.
your login.
You said also betting
was
sites?
like $10.
Yeah, there was a list of what
Did you
all
see
your
that?
all
How
your
much
different
things were worth?
are worth, on the dark web.
And it wasn't that much money that you could
amazing.
purchase these for.
Like, one of the most expensive, I think, was your Social Security, like $100 or something.
I believe
like
that was you're
there
right.
was one at 1,000. I can't remember what it was, but obviously it was pretty.
But it's
extensive
it's
what
crazy.
What it could get.
Like an a la carte menu. I'm like, oh, I want that. Yes. And this guy did it. And he, as I mentioned, earned over $1 million in cryptocurrency with doing this through these transactions.
Well, thank God he got caught.
He did. And I will leave it there for your What the Florida.
Thank you, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had that one thing I wanted to say. So I apologize. So if you are interested, and we are animal lovers here on Real Radio, and I know sometimes when it comes to adoption fees and stuff like that sometimes it can be a little pricey, some places. And if you are looking to adopt, the Humane Society of the Treasure Coast, they are asking for some help right now because of what's going on the West Coast. They do need some more space in their kennels for animals that are coming from Southwest Florida. So in order to do that, they have a bunch of animals that need some forever homes and even fostering, if you can do that too. They're looking for people to adopt or foster, but they have announced that the adoption fees are being waived until further notice for dogs, cats, and rabbits if you're interested in adopting a pet.
That's a nice little savings right there.
Yes.
Last I knew was just a little bit under $100 or so, roughly.
Okay.
At one point, that's what it was. I don't know what it is now or how it's been recently. But hey, if it saves you a couple bucks and you don't have to worry about it, just go up and find yourself a nice little puppy dog or kitty cat and take it home and give it a forever home.
Yep. So they are waiving the fees until further notice. And they're also, because they're going to get so many pets in from from Southwest, they're saying that anybody who can foster, become a volunteer, or even donating to the shelter, they could absolutely use your help.
Great. It is the Penthouse. We're going to come back. Jimmy's got a discussion about people watching. And I think some of us have always done this in one form or another. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
There's very few cases where your name becomes something good. Pee Wee Herman. Oh, yeah, Pee Wee Herman, you're not good. Talk about a turnaround, man. You got to wait.
I think, okay, yeah, I've masturbated in public and didn't get caught. That sucks that it happened to Pee Wee Herman.
What was that? Wait, what?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
The can't-miss music event of the year is coming to the CW.
The 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars in all of music.
Ladies and gentlemen,
what's up, Vegas?
Make some noise! I don't know if y'all ready for this.
All hosted by Ryan Seacrest from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Don't miss our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
This Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. on the CW.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. It'll be comfortable out there for us, too. Humidity isn't too high. Temperatures are in the low to mid 80s. Might get a few showers late into the day and overnight as a weak front moves in. We're in the low to mid 80s for the remainder of the week.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Fall into a hiring spree with Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
At EasyCater, food for work is our thing. Maybe that's why we get orders from 93% of Fortune 500 companies. So what's up with the other 7%?
Everyone, meet our newest employee, Susan. She has an idea that is going to revolutionize our food ordering.
Hi, Susan. So nice to meet you.
Unfortunately, she just gave her notice, and today is her last day.
I'm gonna miss her.
Why don't all companies order through EasyCater? Who knows? Order 24/7 from over 95,000 restaurants on EasyCater.com. EasyCater, food for work. That's our thing.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
At school boards across America, parents are fighting back. They're fighting back against a woke agenda that puts our kids at risk. Left-wing curriculum changes, gender identity politics, and critical race theory have the moms and dads of America really outraged. Now, all this week, Sean Spicer is on Newsmax, showing why and how parents are really fighting back. Sean exposes the radical agenda in our schools and shows how a grassroots and peaceful revolt is underway to stop it. Watch Sean Spicer and Lindsay Keith today on Spicer & Company. It's on every day on Newsmax at 5 p.m. Eastern. Find out what really is going on in your schools with the latest from Washington and more. More than 40 million Americans now watch Newsmax regularly. Find out why millions have made the switch to Newsmax. So tune in today for Sean Spicer and watch parents fight back on Newsmax. Make the switch to Newsmax. You won't look back.
Chris Cuomo is back with a new show on a new network. Catch Cuomo weeknights on News Nation at 8/7 Central. To find News Nation on your television provider, go to newsnationnow.com/join us.
Football is back. Come on out to Hurricane Grill and Wings this Sunday for our next Miller Lite watch party of the season as Miami takes on New York. Great food and drink specials, including $3 Miller Lite drafts during all live televised pro football games all season long. Real radio swag, and a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Finns game. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. Hurricane Grill and Wings, 1729 Southeast Indian Street in Stewart. See you there.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out.
My drinking had become a problem. Too many nights waking up at 3 a.m., sweating, head pounding, self-loathing, and anxiety hitting me hard. Thinking, how did I do this again? What's wrong with me? Why can't I stop?
If you're finally ready to stop drinking completely or just want to drink less, naltrexone could help you. Naltrexone is an FDA-approved medication that reduces cravings and pleasure from drinking, making it easier to drink less or quit alcohol altogether, and you can see improvement almost immediately. Whether your challenges with alcohol are mild, moderate, or severe, or health makes it simple to get started with treatment, just text GLASS to 323232 to get a secure link to our private online assessment. One of our licensed medical professionals will evaluate your assessment, and if medication is right for you, prescribe it directly online. We'll deliver your prescription right to your front door. No doctor's office visits required. You really can stop drinking or just drink less. Text GLASS to 323232 to get started today. Text the word GLASS to 323232. Text GLASS to 323232.
Come on, we're going to be late to the cookout.
I was just packing up my famous mac and cheese.
I hope you packed the Pepto, too.
Huh?
Pepto-Bismol provides fast relief from heartburn and indigestion. You know, that uncomfortable feeling after you eat too much? And after the deviled eggs, baked beans, and barbecue ribs? You're going to need it.
Barbecue ribs? I should probably pack an extra shirt, too.
Good call.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
What did 9 out of 10 people who died from COVID have in common?
They were 50 or older.
And if you have a condition like heart disease or diabetes, your risk is even higher.
COVID vaccines lower the risk of death.
Get your updated vaccine now. It could save your life.
We can do this. Find updated COVID vaccines at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
On the Happiness Formula podcast, Dr. Barry Schwartz, best-selling author of The Paradox of Choice and Why We Work, helps you tackle life's biggest decisions. Join the eminent psychologist as he combines vivid case examples with psychological insights to deliver vital takeaways you can use every day.
We should be asking how we can make good lives better, how we can move people from okay to really happy.
Listen to The Happiness Formula on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Thinking about buying a home? If you need a mortgage, listen up. It's not just about finding the right house or signing a contract. If you can't get through the closing, then it's all for nothing. Mike Rowell, the mortgage guy with the mortgage firm, has been so successful helping so many families for years, he's the mortgage professional you can trust. Mike Rowell with the mortgage firm. NMLS 189233, Florida license MLD 78. Equal housing lender. Call 888-973-7828 or go to floridatalkrealestate.com. Your one-stop real estate shop.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Tuesday drive up to speed and accident-free along our Palm Beach expressways. We are looking good on the Turnpike at 95. Jupiter, we have that ongoing Bright Line track work. Riverside Drive closed from Old Dixie to Cypress Drive. Use Tequesta Drive instead, and make sure that you slow down for bicycles on the ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
One of the most successful investors in the world just said that crypto could enjoy a renaissance as trust in the banks fade. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. So listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Stuff They Don't Want You to Know podcast delves into popular culture's most persistent mysteries. Now, there's something else that the guys at Stuff They Don't Want You to Know want you to know. They've got a new book coming out, packed with illustrations. The Stuff They Don't Want You to Know book is written in the same smart conversational style you love hearing on a podcast. Available October 11th. Pre-order now at stuffyoushouldreadbooks.com or wherever you buy your books.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
Greek baby, it's me, Barbara.
Greek baby, it's me, Cinnamon.
Greek baby, it's me, Barbara.
Greek baby, it's me, Cinnamon.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Both of those are pretty, as I would say, scary.
Scary.
Greek baby, it's me, Cinnamon.
How scary. Greek baby, it's me, Barbara.
Every time.
Man, imagine that on a Saturday and Sunday morning. Woo! Man, that's a weekend. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Franny's here.
Hello, happy Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. I'm getting a taco tonight. I'm telling you, I'm running. I'm getting. What do we got, Jimmy?
We got our buddy Anthony checking in. Anthony, welcome to the Penthouse.
Now, Greek, we've known each other for a couple of years now, so you consider us pretty close, right?
No, I would consider us acquaintances.
All right.
Almost like I had a disease.
Not sure the answer Anthony was looking for.
The only reason, Anthony, I'm going to tell you that, wait, let me finish, because last night I sat with somebody and they opened up the conversation with that, and I knew there was a favor coming. But go ahead with your conversation.
Now, I can't look you in the eyes right now, but I want you to answer truthfully right now, because you are being recorded.
Okay.
Did she call you? Did she call you?
Who?
You didn't hear the news?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I believe he's talking about Giselle.
Oh, no, Giselle's not calling.
Yes.
And I do have one rule. I don't want anybody's wife. I just don't.
Supposedly they're looking at divorce lawyers.
But they're still married, so I don't want that. I learned that years ago from a wise guy. You'd rather borrow $100,000 from somebody than bang their wife. I don't need it. Don't want it. And I'm not in Giselle's league. I found that out over years. Money is very important to a lot of people.
Before TMZ showed up at your front door, we just want to get the record straight. She hasn't contacted you at any point in this time, right?
No. Why would she? Need somebody to clean her pool? I'm a peasant next to her.
This is going on for a while now. I didn't want to book about it.
Nope, I have nothing to do with Giselle and Tom. And I hope they work it out, like all couples. Because there's all patches in relationships you're working out.
What do you think? He loves the game more than her? Or, is he losing?
No, he's not losing. I just think, like I said, every couple has issues. You can work it out or choose to leave. I don't know. I'm not in their bedroom. I'm not in their house. But, I hope they work it out.
I don't know. He's the only guy in the world that I would know that rather go, get tackled by a couple guys than hang out with a model. You know what I mean?
He's the only guy you would hang out with, you just said?
No, he's the only guy that would go hang out with a couple who get tackled by football players and hang out with a model girlfriend, model wife.
I mean, again, you don't know him. I mean, I think a lot of people always look at everybody in life and say he has the life or she has the life. Everybody has issues, and he has a passion for playing. That's what's made him so fantastic over the years and 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah, and in all fairness, he's the only one we may really know about because it's so in our face. But a lot of these athletes, NFL, NBA, MLB, they're dating hot models, and they may choose the sport over them any day.
Yeah, I'm sure it happens a lot more than we ever hear about.
It's just Tom Brady. That's what we talk about it.
Yeah, Franny's 100% right. I mean, it's in her face.
And not only is it Tom Brady, but it's a relationship that I think everybody thought was solid.
Solid.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect. I mean, like they have the life. They have everything. The white picket fence and the whole 9 yards. And it's, not always that case. And, I mean, he's looking, he only has so many years in his career, even though he's really extended it.
Yeah, way beyond.
And he may be looking at it that way. But to choose that over your wife is kind of tough. But I don't know. We're not there. We're not in that.
His relationship with his ex-wife and her with the kids and everything's great is very unusual. For normal people, that doesn't happen. It just doesn't. It would be nice for the kids, but it usually doesn't happen. So, I mean, there's been a lot of things where Brady, and only, like I've always said, it's only the stuff we know.
And because in all honesty, it may not be the issue that he picked going back to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
There may have been problems beforehand.
Sure.
We don't know.
And that's what people just come to, circle and say, well, this is the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times you don't know what's the problems between two people. The two people know. But, I mean, again, it's going to sell papers. It's going to be good on radio, great in social media. And if they ever get a divorce, which I hope they don't, because I like to see everybody work things out, that'll be big news. He might get alimony. She makes more than him.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Oh, that'd be unbelievable. He gets paid for Fox and her. $35 million in debt.
Yeah, that made me spit my coffee out. Imagine that. Your Honor, I can't live like this.
I mean, if you really love something in a job, I love doing radio, and I've been blessed to do radio a long time. And I was also very blessed to work with the people that are in front of me. I wanted them. If somebody told me I couldn't do radio anymore, that'd be hard. I mean, it really would be. Now, it's different lifestyle for them because they have the money and the security they don't have to worry about. But, you think, what am I going to do every day? So, I mean, it's Brady. His life is his life. God bless him. It seems like he has the perfect life, but I don't know. Nobody knows.
Yeah. I guess this is going to be a long story. Yeah, he's worth $600 million, so he's going to be all right when it's got there.
Well, you only got 4 more months left. That's why I'm starting to believe that this isn't true. Because if it was true, in January it's done. Then he's done playing and he's with her and everything's kumbaya. It's not like he said he wants to play 3 or 4 more years. So, I mean, if you're asking anybody that you supposedly
Yeah, but he
love,
took that analyst job, too, which has him traveling a lot.
Yeah. I mean, that could be another thing. I mean, who knows? I mean, she did say through her people, whoever they are, it's time for her to do her career. She stayed home with the kids for years. So, I don't know. I mean, the image you have of these millionaires is that they have 3 nannies, 5 babysitters, cars, car services. And it's not like a regular, mom and pop that are driving kids to school, working full time, taking them to soccer practice. It doesn't seem like that. Again, I don't know. I would love to work for them.
Yeah. I thought you would know. Just let us know when you...
The only thing you should worry about is that you got your ass kicked in Greek Gridiron last week.
Yeah. And if you want something recorded, we've got that recorded.
No. You can't find that out there. You can't find that out here.
Anthony, we love you, bro. You're the best.
You guys have a great day. Everyone wishes come true. I love Franny. I love Jimmy G. Yeah. Have a good day. Bye.
Love you, bro. You're the best.
Greek baby, it's me, Cinnamon.
I hope that's not the last thing I hear.
Scary.
It is the Penthouse. We're going to come back with a trifecta. Don't forget, after us, it is the News Junkie and the Greek Zone coming at you with some handicappers today. We're going to come back with a trifecta, and Jimmy's going to tell us, we're going to talk a little bit about people watching. We've all done it in some capacity. We'll be back. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. It'll be comfortable out there for us, too. Humidity isn't too high. Temperatures are in the low to mid 80s. Might get a few showers late into the day and overnight as a weak front moves in. We're in the low to mid 80s for the remainder of the week.
This report is sponsored by Chucky.
A new season is coming, and with it, major delays being reported due to another killer doll with a shady plan. Just how many Chuckies are there? Chucky rises again, and this time he wants to take over the world and our freeways. Chucky Season 2 premieres October 5th, only on USA and Sci-Fi.
Hey, it's the Greek for 818 Tequila. 818 Tequila works closely with local family-owned farms in Jalisco, Mexico to bring you the smoothest, most natural, and best-tasting tequila possible. Experience award-winning tequila handcrafted for family and friends to enjoy. Visit drink818.com to find 818 Tequila near you. 818 Tequila. Skip the burn, taste the smooth. Please drink responsibly. 818 Tequila, imported by 818 Spirits, Manhasset, New York. 40% alcohol by volume.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
One of the great things about little boys and little girls is when they grow up, they want to be just like you. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. So to moms and dads, aunts and uncles, and grandparents everywhere, remember this. The next time you get in the car and don't buckle your seatbelt, a little boy is watching. And when you decide to text or dial and talk while driving, a little girl is watching your every move. And when you head down the road with a beer or cocktail in the car, that little person next to you is taking it all in. In this life, you have an awesome responsibility to those children who love you the most and want to be you in every way. So make a pledge today to be a good role model to these kids and their friends so that that little boy and that little girl get to grow up and be just like you. Morgan & Morgan, for our children.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
At EasyCater, food for work is our thing. Maybe that's why we get orders from 93% of Fortune 500 companies. So what's up with the other 7%?
Everyone, meet our newest employee, Susan. She has an idea that is going to revolutionize our food ordering.
Hi, Susan. So nice to meet you.
Unfortunately, she just gave her notice, and today is her last day.
I'm gonna miss her. Why don't all companies order through EasyCater? Who knows? Order 24/7 from over 95,000 restaurants on EasyCater.com. EasyCater, food for work. It's our thing.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In office, West Palm Beach.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Long-term road work continues in Jupiter. It's US 1 north and south from A1A Ocean Boulevard to Old Dixie Highway. Detour there is Indiantown, alternate A1A or Old Dixie Highway. Expressways look great along the Palm Beaches, 95 and the Turnpike, both up to speed. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Who doesn't love to hear good stories? Stories that captivate your heart. Stories that make you laugh. Or perhaps stories that set the record straight. That's what we do at Red Pilled America. We tell stories. Join us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
John Mellencamp returns to the road, and iHeartRadio is getting you there. We'll fly you and a guest to the tour date of your choice and set you up with VIP tickets to the show. Plus, slap a backstage pass on your jean jacket so you can meet John. And you'll walk away with a sheet of now at iHeartRadio.com/John Mellencamp. This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday. It is Taco Day and also Vodka Day. So get some tacos later and have some Tito's handmade vodka and get some cinnamon buns. It was a perfect afternoon or dinner. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello. Get stuffed and drunk.
And that's nice. That could be a T-shirt. And, of course, Franny's here.
Hey, happy Tuesday.
And I think we have somebody on hold.
Oh, all right. Where you do? We have our buddy Greg Rice checking in with us. Hey, Greg, what's going on, little buddy?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Great, buddy.
Hey, Greg.
Good.
Yeah, it's hard to believe with Greg's vocabulary. He has a career in talk radio. And it seems like that probability should have the same outcome as me playing in the NBA.
You're right.
Thank you so much for the love. We appreciate it. Time for a Greek's Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
Nobody can accuse this guy of not working at night or the daytime. Nick Cannon had his 10th child. And maybe his last name has something to do with it, but he's got...
Does that work? Nice.
He's got 10 kids, and he's got another one on the way. In an article I read, he said he wants 40 by the time it's all done. Hubba, hubba. Nick Cannon with a cannon. And we might have got a little omen today. Is Aaron Judge going to hit a 60-second home run today? We had somebody call in and say that Derek Jeter, now batting number 2, but it was now batting number 99. So we're going to go with this tonight, and maybe tonight he gets that home run he's trying to get so bad with 3 games left. Let's wish him luck. Try to get number 62. And the Miami Dolphins have announced that Tua is out on Sunday. He is not going to be playing the Jets game. The Jets are 2-2, and the Miami Dolphins are 3-1, but the Dolphins are in first place. It is a division game. We'll see what happens. No timetable on when Tua is going to play again. And that is your last trifecta of the day. Peace.
Well, we all like to do a little bit of people watching, and I know I do, especially when you're on vacation, right? It's now one of the best times to do some people watching.
At the airport is great, too.
Airport's a great place, yeah. What do you like to do some people watching, Greek?
Anytime you're out and about, I think somebody who you seem to be a little bit unusual to me, you know what I mean? Or maybe their behavior.
That's a great place.
Yeah, I mean, maybe like a cigar lounge or a restaurant.
You know, the usual places. Cigar lounge, restaurant, where I'm always at.
Some people.
Same place.
Well, I'll tell you what, here's a couple that shared a little people watching experience, and I thought maybe we could share some of our own that we have seen out there. Maybe somebody that you saw one time, Franny or Greek. I have a story, but it wasn't about somebody that I saw. It was somebody that watched us. So this is what this couple experienced. They went with some friends out to dinner, and that was a pretty cool spot. They had a live jazz band, romantic lighting, fancy cocktails. All right. There was a young couple next to us, and she was in a little black dress, hair and makeup done, drinking pink champagne. He was wearing cargo shorts and a North Face hoodie. They were both on their phones a lot. We could see his screen from our table. He was mindlessly scrolling through TikTok and Instagram. They barely said a word to each other. And we were trying to figure out their story. How does this happen? It was a fairly inexpensive place. Or it wasn't a cheap place. It was a pretty expensive place that they were at. And here they are, not enjoying each other or the atmosphere and everything that was there. So, they were trying to figure out what their deal was, what was their story, what was going on with them. And so they were out people watching. Now, have you ever gone out to a restaurant, Franny, or maybe when you've gone to Italy or something, was there any special stories that stuck out when you were people watching?
Well, I wouldn't have, and I people watch quite often, but one story that does stand out, it wasn't what I saw, it was what I heard. So I believe I've told you this story before. We were eating at a very nice restaurant in Palm Beach Gardens, and there was a table next to us, and it was 4 women, probably in their 70s, maybe like 70 to 80 years old. And we were having a nice dinner.
Baby, it's me, Barbara.
It was Barbara.
Oh, they had smoking there. Okay.
It was Barbara and all of her friends. But what caught our ear is that one of them was new to the group, because you could hear through the conversation that she was very shocked and surprised about it. And you could tell that they were kind of filling her in on their lives. But they looked very nice, classy, somewhere Lily Pulitzer. What you imagine when you think Palm Beach Island kind of ladies, had nice jewelry on. And what had caught our ear, and then we started ignoring each other and paying attention to them, was they were talking about doing rails. It was the word they used, of cocaine.
Wow.
Not bumps, not like rails. And I was like, did you just hear that to my husband? He was like, yeah. So then we were just intrigued, and we were listening, and they were talking about partying, and they were not talking about their heyday. They were talking about current day things that they did.
Wow.
And I was like, okay.
Well, that's people watching. Even if you're overhearing a conversation. That's the same thing.
Oh, it was, you did not expect it. And that's how we judge books by its cover. Mm-hmm. We did not expect it to come out of these women, what they were saying. So that was one of the most interesting things. How about you guys?
I maybe at a casino one night. I could think of a time at the Wynn. And this guy and this girl were just the discussion they were having about money. And I just heard him because he was trying to borrow money from her, and she was not having it. But that's one thing I could just think of. I was sitting right next to him playing roulette, and it just caught my attention. And it seemed like, he definitely needed money, and she didn't want to give it to him. And she was pretty adamant and said, I'm walking away. But I heard the whole conversation, and I was the only one sitting at the table and next to him. I was sitting at the end, and I thought he was going to ask me. Like, hey, buddy, got $100?
Hey, you smell pretty good. You got some money on you?
It's definitely Portofino. That's pricey. What's up? How about you, Jimmy?
Well, I had a time, I'm sure there's plenty of stories if I try to dig down deep and think of one, where you see somebody acting kind of foolish or whatever. But the one that always stuck out to me was where my wife and I, we were the ones that we were being people watched, right? So what it ended up happening is there's a place in Lauderdale by the sea, and we were on vacation. And a place called the Aruba. Next time they could buy an ad. And they are known for their bimini bread, right?
Ooh, what's bimini bread?
Bimini bread, it's like a sourdough that they make, and they bake it fresh there, and it's an appetizer. And we just had a couple beers and the bimini bread. So the bartender told us that somebody bought one for us. All right, so we didn't really understand. So a couple minutes later, these three people came over, and they were talking to us. And what we found out is what they do is they're on vacation. They're from Michigan. And it was a mother and two sons. And what they do is when they go on vacation and they go to a place like that, a restaurant, it's just a small place on a beach type thing, and they'll watch people, and they'll look for a couple. And they try to guess.
To swing?
Yeah, well, no. That's another story I'll tell you off the air. Well, I think I have told you that one.
Yeah,
No,
you have,
I'm kidding. Anyway, what they try to figure out whether you're married, you're a couple that's cheating on your spouses, or if you're brother and sister.
The mom and sons play this game.
Yeah, they play this game. So they all pick, whichever one they think it is, right? And then whoever, then they come over and they talk to you and they find out, and then whoever it is has to pick up the tab. And what they do is they usually buy the couple, something like that. Like in that particular case, it was an appetizer, in our drinks. So I just thought that was the funniest thing that they actually do this and come up and talk to people. Now, can you imagine, though? Because I'm sure there's got to be people out there, if that happened to them, they'd be pretty pissed. But I don't know, we just thought that was the funniest thing in the world. We ended up sitting down with them for another hour or so, just chit-chatting and having fun. One of them was a lawyer.
I would have fun with it too, but I can, as you mentioned, I can see how some people may get offended by that.
Well, especially for whoever finds out, if you find out who guessed, if you were cheating on your spouse.
Oh, God.
And I wonder if anybody's ever been like, yep, this is my mistress.
Yeah, we are.
It's my side piece.
Mm-hmm.
You caught me.
Hey, at that point, why not?
But I think at one point or another, at least the three of us in this room have looked at somebody in a restaurant. I know sometimes if I see somebody and they're and they may be super in love, but sometimes when it's just a little over the top and you look and they don't have rings on or something, I automatically, I see a line, like a tan line.
Oh, that's
I
different.
create stories in my head. I'm like, they're definitely cheating.
Well, if you see a tan line, then you would think.
Definitely. But I think we create these stories and sometimes create conversations that don't even exist just for fun. It's just a fun little game that we have. But if you see somebody maybe sitting in the back of the restaurant, a couple, just people make these assumptions.
Well, if you're cheating, you should always sit in the front of the restaurant.
Yeah.
They always tell you that because then it doesn't look like there's anything wrong.
Pro tip.
Well, now,
this is better at Lowe's right here.
But you're saying this, and so now everybody that's at the front of the restaurant, I'm automatically thinking it's cheating.
There you go.
If I was cheating, I wouldn't sit in the front of the restaurant. It's a friend.
I know, but you give out this information quite often, so people listen to what you say because you're professional at this stuff, and so now everybody's going to be sitting at the front of restaurants.
What?
Not a professional at all. 877.
We know. We listen.
927-609-609.
Now, I would be doing hell of people watching if I saw somebody walking around with their sex doll. Now, that might be something I would be like, excuse me, what happened?
Yeah.
So,
screw the phones. I heard sex doll.
Researchers have been astonished by the number of individuals who considered sex dolls to be their ideal romantic partner. Now, the average...
Really? You're surprised by this?
Now, the average participant was approximately, they said about 43 years of age, but they did, they had age ranges from 18 to 77 years old.
Wow.
It wasn't a huge sample size. It was a little over 200 people, but they're doll users, people who do have dolls, not just your average. So I guess I don't know how many people have them, so I don't know if that's a big sample size.
Go over to somebody's house and you get a towel, you take a shower, you see a sex doll. Do you judge?
Nope. Wow. What's her name?
But out of those people, half of them said that, yes, that they consider their doll the ideal partner for them.
Yeah, they don't talk.
I feel emotionally attached to it, or that their doll served as a temporary substitute to a human partner.
People are marrying them.
I know. It's crazy. Well, now, and wait, just wait, because they're already crazy.
But wait, there's more.
I know, but they're already, how realistic some of them are, and even the robot ones. It's insane. And we're just talking, give it another 5, 10, 20 years. The people will. We're gonna start seeing people getting married to these robots. I think 20 years from now.
The jokes are writing themselves. I've read articles on this, and some of the ones that you're talking, they're putting software into some of these ones where, I mean, they can actually respond to you and have feelings and have emotion and show emotion back to you. And it's not just with sex dolls, because obviously this technology is also coming for robotics and everything too. It's amazing what they're doing with these things. I mean, there was an article 6 months ago that we read it on the air. We talked about it. It wasn't something that we hid. And it's just amazing. I think it was a Japanese company that has one. It talks like you sit and have a conversation with it.
They have emotions. So we had her, it was a phone interview. Comedian Whitney Cummings. I was fortunate enough to see her when she was in town this past year. Yeah, but she had one. Have you seen the one that she has made of her?
Yeah.
She has like a robot doll. But it is...
What was the name? She had a name for it, too. It was a takeoff for her.
But it's crazy.
It was a nickname that her husband gave her or something.
I mean, it's almost identical to her. It's insane. Wow. Yeah. And she just got it for fun, and I'm sure with money, and they probably partnered up. This robotic company made it for her.
Yeah, it was part of her routine.
Yeah.
I remember watching that online. We were watching some of her video on that as prep for her being with us. And then there was she was also incorporating that into her next act, which I think she was in between. Once she was getting done with that tour, she was going to write new stuff and then going to go back out on tour.
Yeah, because
after we had the interview,
she didn't bring out her robot double during that one that we went to.
Oh no,
no.
Oh okay.
We didn't get to see it. But
that's screwed. That might have been for the special.
That's screwed.
I didn't screen it. Okay. I'm here with you. Wait, we can take it. You want to take a phone call?
I don't care.
Welcome to the Penthouse. You're on the air.
Hello?
Great call. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. So Jimmy asked things that we won't endorse on the text line, 47142. Talking about Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, what we won't endorse. Things Franny won't endorse is Greek dating her sister. This is very true. We also have on here, wife sells on Etsy. We were talking about star ratings and reviews and how accurate they are. Wife sells on Etsy, and a 4-star review on her product. Etsy will see it as negative, and they actually will penalize her for it. That's crazy. A 4-star review. They said terrible because the customer writes that they're very happy with the product, but only puts 4 stars. And they still will, Etsy will see it as negative.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
At a possible 5?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's from Catalan. Also have somebody else that said, I used to work at a major car dealership. The manufacturer would send surveys, not the dealership. Our grades would determine an extra monthly bonus. Said 1 point could be the difference between $1,000 to $500.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I can see where people then are pushing and asking, stuff like that. Hey, please give me good ratings and everything like that. I think it's a little fake, though, when you're asking. That's all. If somebody wants to give you good ratings.
It's interesting, though. The manufacturer, not necessarily the dealership, as you would think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would think so. But maybe that's into the budget or something like that if we get a certain amount of numbers or whatever. But, again, a lot of people do it. A lot of places do it, businesses. And they all want surveys and they all want good, ratings. And they will call you. That I could definitely, it's happened in my life a couple times, which I was surprised. I always said, I always thought everything went 69. Like nobody ever checked them. You would think.
What, 69?
They went 69?
Yeah, that means in the garbage. That's what I'm saying.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does. 69, throw it in the garbage. That's what it means. I don't know what you're thinking about.
You mean like in restaurants where they said it's 86?
Oh, whatever.
Oh, my God. Like that's a term in restaurants when you're out of something. It's 86.
Yeah, I'm a professional around here.
69. I love how he was like making us try to believe him. Yeah. So don't say.
Greek, baby, it's me, Barbara.
69 at.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll take a flyer. Great show as always, guys. Thank you, Jimmy, for everything you do behind the scenes. With the contest, every day showing up and doing a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Greek. Thank you, Francis. And thank you for listening.
Great job, as always. You crush it.
Thank you.
Once again, I'm editing. I want everybody to know that.
Yes.
No, I'm biting my tongue.
Thank you for everything, Jimmy, G-Man, and you. Thank you. And G, do you have any parting words, or do you want a 69?
Right,
yeah, you just want to throw it away.
Yeah, why don't you just 69 that right out
Just get rid
door.
of it.
Aaron Judge tonight, if you hit 62. Remember, you heard it here on Real Radio. We got a little bit of a tip, number 99. So hopefully he gets it. Go, buddy. I hope you get your record. You guys have a great afternoon. It is Taco and Vodka and Cinnamon Bun Day, so try to get 2 out of 3 and you're still a winner.
Nice. Have a great afternoon, everybody. God bless, and wear your seatbelt. Peace. Bye-bye.
This is Real Radio 92.1, an iHeart radio station. Available everywhere on our free iHeart Radio app. Number one for music, radio, and podcasts all in one.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. It'll be comfortable out there for us, too. Humidity isn't too high. Temperatures are in the low to mid 80s. Might get a few showers late into the day and overnight as a weak front moves in. We're in the low to mid 80s for the remainder of the week.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. As the leaves change, leave the hiring to Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
People don't understand how I do what I do. It's simple. I've got 50 guys in a room bidding all these cars that come in to GiveMeTheVin.com. We pay extra for the nice ones, and we put the bad ones on the money. There is a difference between a good one and a bad one, but they're all worth something. Look at the reviews online. Look at what people have had to say about GiveMeTheVin.com. It's real. It's here. We're the Amazon now of car buyers, and we want to buy yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Experience the relaxing, conversation-provoking pleasure, which is kava, at Island Root Kava Bars. The most relaxing atmosphere and a delightful experience. Their kava drinks provide a smooth, relaxing effect for your mind, body, and soul. Happy hour specials daily. Enjoy $5 teas, 32-ounce growlers for only $14, 64-ounce growlers